Alrighty. So we begin the 82nd session of Roses Are Red campaign.
82?
82.
Wow.
And we rejoin the Roses as they are traversing the Underdwell, being led by a drow they once rescued and temporarily aided, who is now their guide through this, as what has been made apparent to them, an extremely dangerous realm.
Has been made aware to some of us.
It's accurate. Your truth has no awareness.
Pretty oblivious.
So,
Where's the bar?
after having a rough time dealing with some drow rangers and a sorceress, and then running into a red dragon who made them an offer they were not allowed to refuse, they then came upon a troop of giants. And though their plan was intelligent, it did not come to fruition, and they were not able to sneak past. They did have to actually fight the giants and emerge successful, having separated them and confused them with trickery. And thus they continue in their trek towards the Drow Kingdom of Thoza, or Empire, I should say, in search for the lost dead of Mirok's father's care, lost to the fifth house, supposedly.
Thosian. What do you say, Thosian?
Thozum.
Thousand. The thousand few thoughts.
Your thoughts, wild thoughts.
And now they also have an objective in the fourth house, which is the one from which their guide was ejected so many centuries ago.
She's that old.
She was trapped in an amulet for
Oh, that's right.
quite a while.
Amulet. I remember now. Yeah.
So
Crazy.
she seems to be, she's older than all of you guys as far as like how long she has lived, but probably on the like maturity wise for her race, she's probably a little bit older than Bork, a little bit younger than Yanni.
How long do drow live?
Same as elf. It varies from around 300 and change to a maximum 700. Much like humans can average around 70, but can go up to 115.
Oh.
Very rare to hit those high numbers, but it is within the realm of possibility.
So we battled some giants.
We beat the shit out of some giants.
We did. They didn't fuck the shit out of me. It took us a long time to figure out how we were going to do it, but
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any sense of how far we are from the city or?
I think a couple days travel,
Area.
you're saying?
Okay.
Uhtred got some sweet armor, and he can turn into a giant now, kind of.
With the enlarged person potions, the sweet case, or you got a thing?
You can
with
turn
the
into a
armor?
fire giant now.
You got a big thing.
You got a big thing.
I got a big thing.
You got a pretty nice fucking thing.
And she did say we're like kind of right about to hit the main road.
Okay. I imagine.
That will be patrolled by
The tow guards.
Thousand Guard.
Or
Did we rest after combat? And do we get
Nope, I have 49 hit points.
So we should probably rest before we hit the main road.
By her estimates, once you guys get close, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to rest right now, then you can rest right now. It is about. Let me see what time it is by my account. Yeah. You and Atrid and Nedru were like have the sense that it's mid-afternoon.
Okay.
You want to suck down a Cure Light Wounds potion and keep walking, or not? You trying to
Let's walk until
keep out
night.
of spells?
No, I'm a happy boy.
Okay, let's just say we walk until night and then we rest then.
Well, how many? I think we kind of touch base on this. How long until Bort's gonna go where Bort?
Oh, that's a good point. And does it affect me underground if I can't be touched by the light of the full moon?
We do not.
Yeah, we do not know that. We kind of discussed it briefly.
Hey, Mirok, I got 53 hit points. Does that seem accurate to you?
Yeah,
That's
good.
good. Take a
Great.
look.
Would you do your healy, touchy, skilly check?
It's
Thingy.
Do you little medicine.
For some reason, I haven't healed immediately. Something's wrong.
yeah. How much did you say?
53.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I got you. Largos 49. That's right. I mean, just as we're walking, you're still linked to me. You will heal. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna-
that's fine too.
Okay, so you're gonna be healing yourself, so I can safely say that I can kind of go
Yeah.
back up to full hit.
Yeah, both of you in the next minute. Yeah, because
Minute, yeah, that's what it would take.
You're only going to regain hit points in lots of 10.
Yeah.
So there will be a remainder unless you're down an exact multiple of 10.
So I'll be at 129.
yeah, I don't think we need to get
Must be
around
nice.
that one.
Must be fucking nice.
Largo is stalwart.
Well, yeah, just make sure you spend whatever resources you need to spend to recoup however much damage you're taking from all
Yeah, it's fine. If we rest, it's all good.
Do one of you know how much damage Bort has taken?
Bort took a shit ton of damage in the fight, but then he got healed up to full before the end of the fight.
Oh,
Yeah, because board almost
that
went
does sound
down.
familiar.
Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, I remember you told me that. You're like, it was dicey for a minute.
Yeah.
It was just like one round you got rocked.
You know,
That's kind of how it goes
Hard
forward.
Yeah, that's really all it takes is one round.
If I can get hit, I can get rocked. Cool, let's just walk.
Mm-hmm.
Walk it off, guys. I did. I'm fine.
Yeah, you don't understand.
No.
yeah,
Dude, I'm like indestructible.
you
You
can like
say?
heal. It's crazy.
It must be like an orc thing.
It must be.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, well, let's continue on. Nedru.
How far is how far would you say now are we from the road after making it through the Cavern of the Giants?
Maybe it's hard to say. Maybe another half a day.
All right.
So you figure we'll probably get another 4 hours of travel today if we keep going. So that maybe we'll hit it tomorrow around noon, maybe later.
Are those giants we encountered a common occurrence in these parts?
I have never seen them before, but
Look at you.
the Underdwell is almost as large of a place as the Overland. So we're about as likely to run into, especially when we're off the clearway, when we're outside of the Empire, we're as likely to run into anything. Just hoping we don't run into mind flayers.
That would suck.
You're brained right out of your head.
Mind flare. Yeah.
They're generally organized and deadly.
And we found a mind flayer corpse.
Inside.
Yeah,
They're here.
I drug one out.
What did we do to that purple worm?
I saved some of his poison.
So I think we're good. Trevor, the player, has high coverage.
I almost forgot about this too. Before we went into combat, I detected undead, and our friend Nairdrew has something going on with her.
You detected undead? Uhtred has the ability to detect undead?
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
It's gone now.
Detect a tripod, dude.
All right, I'm back. Ish.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dan, do I see what's what do I detect when I did that? Because that was kind of just we were getting into a thing.
You just detect an undead presence that seems to be following Nedra around.
Yeah, I mean, I think Uhtred would. Nairdrew, are you aware of this presence?
Oh, you're just gonna ask her. Yeah, dude, do it. Ask her, dude. She loves
Yeah.
it. You ask.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would put much for like. Do you know this?
You already did, right?
She kind of looks around her because I am unaware of any. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Can one of my high sense motive players check this out on her?
Yeah, I'll fact check.
Yeah.
That's a 30 on the sense motive.
She does not seem to be lying or attempting to deceive you.
My timid hand.
So yeah, Nairdrew, do you mind if I cast a spell in your presence? Arcane sight. See if I can see anything around you that might be magical in nature.
Let's just god awful demon.
I cast arcane sight, specifically looking for any sort of necromantic aura or anything like that, or necromantic presence. You know, just like if she's being followed around by something, is it a remnant of the amulet, stuff like that.
That thing we let out of the book.
Oops.
Let me just check to see what exactly Arcane Sight can see.
An undead thing. She's got a.
It's not like crazy more powerful than a detect magic.
But you can direct it.
Ish, and it's longer lasting.
Hmm.
Magical auras within 120 feet, similar to detect magic, but arcane sight does not require concentration and discerns aura location and power more quickly. Make one check for aura DC 15 plus spell level or 15 plus half caster level for a non-spell effect to determine the school of magic involved in each aura.
Roll for initiative.
You can concentrate on a specific creature within 120 feet as your standard action to determine whether it has any spell casting or spell-like abilities, whether these are arcane or divine. I don't want to do that. I want to focus around her.
Okay.
Uhtred, was this like a byproduct of something else that you discovered this, or were you?
I can't do a whole lot when it comes to seeing if things are around us. So what I can do is see if things are undead.
It's like Uhtred's sought after geography check. Every once in a
Yes.
while, you know, you gotta
That
do a
one-
knowledge
Oh,
geography.
maybe.
You always been able to
He
do
does
this.
it.
Sometimes it's
Yeah, he does it at like the beginning of every fight.
Yeah. And I guess it's because like if
It's
Otis
it's
is-
a result of him spending time in the afterlife.
Ah.
Pretty cool, right?
Sounds
No,
like
I-
you lost a fight. That's what it sounds like to me.
No, I'd kick the shit out of him.
Kitchen diesel.
Drinking my kerosene.
Okay, with arcane sight, you don't detect anything.
With arcane sight, I don't detect anything. Okay, that was specific wording. Okay, well, I maintain it for the duration of the spell, but I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. Nedru, let us know if you notice anything strange or particularly cold.
All right.
I don't know what else to tell you, but there's something there.
We're so helpful.
How did you do arcane sight not detect magic?
Arcane sight's like more powerful detect magic.
So we're continuing. Have we hit the main road?
Well, you're continuing through into the evening, around 8 or 9 o'clock, I suppose. You guys are going to decide to rest and then probably take on your, so far, what's become your standard procedure.
Yes. We clump up in a 10-foot square. Mirak casts stone shape to seal it off.
Okay.
Then he looks at Largo.
Real quick, after reviewing my mental knowledge of detect magic, I also cast detect magic.
Oh boy.
Quick to see, because there's what it is there's lingering auras of conjuration if there's an interplanar being around Nedru. So I also cast that.
Interplanar.
Mirak continues to look at you as it gets slightly more humid in this tent that he has created.
No, you're just
Cool. Just wanted to check that box off. And I go, all right, everybody ready?
Here we go.
And I just say, explosion!
Uhtred's probably first through the door. We all plunk down at the table.
Same meal as last time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Saying
Wait, what? Well, don't we have like a whole fish in front of us now, or something? Or like,
Yeah, is the salmon cooked this time?
That becomes a whole smoked salmon. I forget who asked me to do something, but like I was trying to be like, I wonder if I could do that as I was casting
You
the
create
spell.
like steam or something.
So I accidentally didn't smoke the salmon, but it's just like a nice, like full-on smoked salmon, not even gutted, just like flump, boom, everything is smoked, and I'm really excited about the sweetbreads.
Salmon
back out of it.
Okay. Great.
Coconut onion, like a nice little wash.
You're doing a whole deal.
Okay, you request that?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, next time.
Okay,
And
next
it's
time.
like, I'm thinking like, you're getting, with smoked salmon, you're getting like ballpark close to like Kiev and Rus style foods.
Yeah.
Shores were like.
There, yeah. Pickled onions.
Yeah.
Moose cheese.
Like not like no deboning, or like just like whole salmon.
Just cut the
Yeah, because then
bones.
you pick off which one.
You just
swallow
share the
the rest.
bones.
Yep.
Okay. We're resting. We're chilling. We're eating. We're vibing.
And you gotta, I don't know, were you here when I described?
Tell me, just give me the highlights. Give me the,
The best highlight is
Okay.
that it's like the dessert is like a lovely like off yellow thick cream with one solitary cherry, but it's like when the Japanese farmers spend their entire lives growing a specific type of strawberry, and then that strawberry at market costs like $200 for like one strawberry.
Okay.
It's that, but a cherry. So it's this like lovely custard with one singular perfect cherry at the top. But in order to get it, after eating all the other courses, you must go and ascend to the one floor higher.
the dessert floor.
There's a dessert. The second floor is the dessert.
Dessert phallus.
And there's one hole
One
in
hole
the
There's
roof
one urethra.
that you go through.
It's a cloaca.
You have to like aim for it. And
Flat.
go.
Like
And then
the
you're-
playground in like the interior of a McDonald's or a Burger King.
Yeah.
There's those levels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's great. I love it.
Could I make a dexterity check to steal Largo's cherry from his dessert when we get to that?
It's rude.
An 8?
What? No, I want to steal your cherry and eat it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I got an 8 dexterity check to do that. Well,
Go ahead and make a
I reach.
sleight of hand check,
This is just every session.
which would be a dexterity check if you don't have any
That's the whole
points in it.
session.
Nice. A 17.
Reflex save.
No, let's do a perception. He's like trying to sneak it before you notice.
6.
Use your use all of them.
You just, you're talking about how wonderful your food is, and you look over at Bort, who seems to be enjoying it for the first time, even though he was here last night. And then you turn back, and there's just like the smudge on the top of your custard where the cherry used to be.
I look back at Bort. I was looking at him that whole time. I looked around. And I just kind of shrug. I have a little grin, and I just eat the custard.
You eat one of the other 163 custards.
In addition to the one without the cherry.
It's great.
Yeah. Sorry, 162. Forgot about Nedrew.
Oh, we all get a custard.
We have a lot of.
This mansion serves a 9-course meal for 168 occupants.
It's amazing.
The custard's the best part. That's why you have to ascend to the
Ah,
second floor
it's
to receive your portion.
Kept custard. We all heal. We all get a full night's rest.
Fully heal, regain spells.
I roll up a fat spliff of hobbit weed with like ditch, like Pentarose slum tobacco.
Which floor are you on?
Ground floor.
Ground floor. Oh shit.
Food floor.
Hot box in the whole man.
Yeah, definitely. Smoke rises, dude.
I'm
Bone
gonna
fat
join.
buttons.
If you don't mind, Largo's gonna join you, but then he takes one puff and goes into a coughing fit, and then recovers from the coughing fit. And there's like tears streaming down his eyes, and his eyes are all red. And goes, "Pretty good."
It's good shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. America doesn't smoke drugs.
Dude, it comes from the earth, okay?
But dude, I got you, dude. I dosed you, bro.
Oh yeah. You just just stuck your finger in my
Remember when that took 4 hours of a session?
Yeah, I don't know. Thinking about what that's done to your psyche to be a super basic best Catholic person who just did psychedelics for the first time.
And but he walk to the lake and
Decided to invent the Dwarven Navy.
Yeah, he got really wide with it.
Everything is music.
The world just
And here's
Almost sunk the Gnomish town.
The whole
just a
By
section,
creating
just a
pillars.
portion. I can't think of that. He made a boat while he was high. He should try that again sober.
Yeah, we're high.
What else could I make?
Okay. So, on the next day,
Yeah.
you all set out. Are we doing the same routine as far as preparatory spells? Do you want to run everybody through that one more time?
Yeah. So we wake up in the morning and then Mirak casts Hero's Feast first, Blessing of Fervor second, Tears to Wine third, and then he casts Mage Armor on Largo, and then Yanni.
Largo casts Mage Armor on himself.
Largo. Oh, yep. Add that one down. Yeah, add that one down.
Mirak casting Mage Armor would be quite a trick.
Would be quite a trick. I just need to review if any of the new spells 0 would be useful. Grace would work. Kingdom would work. Freedom of movement is level.
I asked Uhtred about his armor. What's up with that, dude? Oh, you guys are preparing spells. Uhtred, what's up with your
So it's I didn't get the name of it. Is it still called the Shadow? Or is it called like Giant?
No, it's called Fire Giant Hide Armor.
Yeah, and when I rage, I believe my strength goes up to 34. My hit points go up plus 28,
Uh-huh.
and I'm a big bad mother licker.
All right, so it's not when you rage, it's when you activate that armor.
Oh, okay.
You can only activate that armor once per day. And when you do it, it lasts 10 minutes. Yeah. You just need to click to activate.
I bet.
Hey, Dan, the Hero's Feast, that gives us 15 temp hit points, right?
You have to roll for it.
Oh yeah, I do have to roll for it.
So okay, it's a roll. It's a daily roll. It's not just 15 flat.
Unless your charisma bonus or something.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Let's just check on something.
Hang on, I've got it. I've got the spell pulled up. D8 plus 1 per 2 caster levels.
D8 plus 7.
11. Everyone gets 11 extra special hit points.
That suits me just fine.
On top of your
11.
But can you be a rock?
And then, Dad, is it red and orange flame still?
There's no. This is a completely different set of armor, dude.
Well, I'm just saying what color. Like, I just have what color is it? What's it look like?
It is made out of a giant skin. It looks like pitted black iron.
Black iron.
Yeah.
It changes every time.
But it like that's what fire giant skin looks like. It looks kind of like pitted black iron, but it's also very obviously hide and not metal.
My water droplets.
Generally speaking, it might fly. It might not be a problem down here in the Underdwell, but on the surface, walking around wearing the skin of a sentient creature is probably going to be considered a faux pas in polite society.
down here.
Up there.
Down here, it's okay because everyone's mostly evil down here.
But up there, would anyone know what a fire giant looked like?
Yeah.
The people who would probably think it's gauche.
That's really gonna be a problem for Richard. He really cares about
It's fighting
high
armor.
society.
You get a cool paint job.
And I will say that with the identification of it, fighting giants, they will get a bonus to hit him because it will invoke a special hatred.
Excellent.
Not that anybody misses him when they try to hit him, but
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, now I know. Sounds like some badass armor.
probably worth the
Yeah,
negatives.
worth the fight. I think so. You guys all spelled up?
Yes.
I am ready to fucking goo.
So remember with Tears to Wine, you have a +5 on your any knowledge or intelligence checks. You have your extra hit points.
Intelligence.
11 hit points.
Sorry again?
Intelligence and wisdom.
I always say knowledge. Yeah, wisdom. I think those
Good
are all
for
the
roll.
relevant buffs that you need to know about. Yeah, it is good for board.
Intelligence and wisdom, 11 extra hit points.
Yeah.
Got a lot of wisdom based shit.
Don't you also get a bonus to saves from the
Hero's Feast.
Hero's Feast? Bonus to will saves and
You get a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and will saves, and a +4 on saving throws against poison and fear.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of scary shit down here.
There is. I believe that dragon did do a fear effect on you when you met him.
It worked.
Hmm.
I'm usually the scary guy. I shit myself after I farted.
Oh.
that's what that was.
I caught a fart in front of a dragon.
Oh, and you sharded?
Yeah, it scared the shard out of me.
Damn, dude.
Uh-huh.
You farted last week after you attacked the giant.
That's good. Consistent.
In the heat of battle, it wasn't really noticed
That's
though.
fine.
My
The heat of
brother,
the fart wasn't
my brother started at Thanksgiving and had to excuse himself. and go
this
home.
year.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a grown man. That'll happen. Too much knowledge.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that meal. Okay.
You met him. He's put together until he's not.
Until he's literally not.
Okay.
So, heading out on the next day, Nedru continues guiding you, and she begins complaining a little bit about the map. That as it gets further away from the dragon's domain, it gets less and less accurate, and so it does appear that it's a little further than she thought, and you end up traveling a whole day before. Near the end of that day, she's like, she does say that some of this looks familiar to her.
Okay.
You're probably pretty close to the clear way by now, but it'll still be another, probably won't be until tomorrow that you actually make it there. That being said, you don't run into anything too exciting, and you make it through the day of travel without incident.
Okay.
Cool. Full day of travel. Full day of hoofing it.
Do you think I
Lila
should go to the mansion?
Does it have a name? Like Cordessi Estate?
I am coming up with one. It doesn't exist yet. And he tells you that. He's like, this is a new thing for me. I'm still trying to come up with something that is fitting, that respects all of us.
Mages, magic,
I'm a fan of it. I'm just gonna let you know. I've been in your mansion now 2 or 3 nights. I don't think it's designed to respect all of us.
Largo responded, I think I have it.
Okay. Go for it.
The Palace of 1,000 Tears.
That's pretty badass.
Okay.
That's what it's called, the Palace of 1,000 Tears.
The heart what?
Yeah, Merrick says, well, I like it because that makes it seem less fancy.
Largo's
They're
is
tears
who
of
he-
joy.
He is who he is, but he also has changed a little bit.
You should have.
We allow the rest to repeat, I guess. We make the mansion.
Get in there.
We do the spells in the morning. Is there anything up here?
That's where the bath is, dude. Are you either rinse repeat?
In the
You're in a plane.
the roof. Or is it just a cylinder?
I ask you to please not go up there.
There's no hole in there.
Have you ever read Bluebeard?
Yeah.
I am not.
Don't go to the spire.
That makes Merrick like this tower more now. You thought it was just kind of a true.
There's a semicolon. It's the Palace of 1,000 Tears. Semicolon. Mysteries Hall.
Summer year. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he doesn't go up there. Merrick has a secret floor in his home. He respects that.
It's not so secret anymore now.
I just tell you that because you
Because
wouldn't
I'm fine.
like it. You wouldn't like it up there. You wouldn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking bounce house.
It's the top floor. You're
Remarkably close.
Yeah, Merrick's might say, oh, that's where Largo probably goes and thinks of all the death and destruction and, things I think.
And I'm just like,
Lots of marble statues of Largo naked in different poses.
no. He's cast. At Largo, that aspect of Largo's personality does not exist. He is everything humble, but he's also very proud.
Go on. Uh-huh.
It's deep inside.
Yeah.
You can be proud.
You can be proud of him.
Absolutely. He's proud of what we've accomplished.
There's pride in that practice.
Is he proud of how humble he is?
No. No, he's deeply ashamed of that.
A shame-based tower.
All right.
Every time you go there, I think you're just like having like intense moments to yourself. So
It's like an anti-grav chamber.
So I'm gonna need you to re-roll the hit points for the
Woo!
Let's see.
feast.
It's worse. You get 10 hit points.
Nerds.
10 additional hit points.
Highly feastable.
Better than none.
Additional.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So today, you travel about 4 hours, and Nedru points out a very specific path and says this will take us to the clear way. And it is that narrow snaking path over there.
Okay.
Nothing can go wrong here.
So marching order we've been taking. Nedru first. I've been in the back.
She does remind you that when you encounter drow, you have to keep in mind the decorum that they expect.
Yeah.
And that is going to be that she is the authority, and at best, Yanni might have some sort of authority after her, but the rest of you are slaves.
Because Yanni is a male.
Drow.
Yeah.
Only my mistress speaks for me.
Hang on, wait, I've got this written down. Only my mistress can answer you. Okay.
Cool.
Only my missus can answer.
As we do that, as we approach here, I would cast share language communal on the party so we can understand drow, because that's the only one I know. I don't know undercommon yet. Or Durger. Durber. That has a duration of hours.
So you have been traveling with Nedru underground for several days.
Did you know?
She can teach you undercommon.
Oh, then I would have done that. In the last day or two that we've been traveling.
So do we know undercommon?
I'd give you guys undercommon because I think that's more useful.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Isn't it? Can't you share multiple languages?
Share
on
one
your
particular language with another creature. For every 5 levels you possess, you can grant the use of another language. To a maximum of 5 at level 20. So I can share 2 languages at this point. So yeah, Drow and Undercommon.
It's delightful. We all speak it.
Wouldn't that
Can
be?
understand.
Wouldn't that be 3 languages?
If it's 5 at 20, then it's by 4. So yes, it would be 3.
Well, no, it's you get 1 for casting the spell, and then for being level 5, you get a second, and then for being level 10, you get a third. It's not for 5 levels in addition to whatever level you are. It's for every 5 levels of your character.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So 1 base and then an additional
I mean-
1 for every 5 levels.
I don't know if there's a third language that's useful.
I will give you a hint with this. Sometimes it's useful to share a language with your allies that nobody understands.
Oh, interesting.
So that way you can communicate without your enemies understanding what you're saying. Now, Largo can do the whole telepathic thing, but
I
It's not as long lasting as this.
Orin.
Orin?
Yeah,
Is that the sea?
that's the sky. Okay, like air, right?
no
So
one's
it's
gonna know Orin down
Yeah,
here.
that's
So
what
it's
it's like.
It's just goals.
Okay, cool. And then
It's lots of F's, L's, and S's.
the duration is 24 hours. So I have 1, 2,
It's Esperanto.
3, 4. So 6 the next
Actually,
6 hours.
So surface elf is very similar to French.
Yeah.
Drow is very similar to Italian.
Drow Italian.
This is where Dan's Hungarian background comes in.
Do they call them dry ties?
Mutante.
They took me straight from us.
That's great.
Drawers a rush.
Yeah, undercommon is Esperanto.
Ah.
Knabino. That's an Esperanto word that I know.
The gabagoo.
Boy. Knabino, Knabina.
Esperanto is so fucking inorganic.
And so, yeah, but if you learn it, you can travel to other people who know Esperanto's house, and you can stay with them for free. That is the only good reason to learn it nowadays.
Okay.
It's like
It's like
it's
couch
just-
surfing.
yeah,
So
it's like
like-
couch surfing or wolfing.
So if you learn it, then you have to let other people into your house?
like a lot of people in the Esperanto community are like, yeah, we want to speak Esperanto to other Esperanto speakers. So you get like a rough grasp of it, you can just
Okay.
crash at people's houses.
Get homeless.
I've always thought that Esperanto is what like super white people think that someone who is named Esperanza is named.
Hey, Esperanto.
That's fun. Like what they call Sprite
I
in
love-
Mexico.
Yeah.
I just read, and I love that book, Esperanto Rising. Have you read it? Changed me.
Oh, and that new album by that wonderful bassist, Esperanto Spalding.
All right, you guys know these 3 languages for the next 6 hours because it's a 24-hour duration divided by 4
6.
1-hour increments. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah, so that's 6, yeah.
So we have a secret language. I start whistling in our secret language. Just-
Ucha and I cannot whistle back. We have no tongues.
Whistling doesn't require tongues.
Good point. Can we speak Orin?
you guys don't
You kind of like speak.
We don't think we have
Orin?
tongues, but it doesn't look like we have tongues because we're Durgers.
I need to recast Seymour.
We just walk out and just fully ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I am.
Well, nothing to do but destroy all those.
Cool.
So your seeming is for everyone except for Nedru and Board. Nedru is taking care of her own illusion with her habit scan.
I just need my board.
Travis, suggestion before we get this. Look, is this a narrow path that we're about to go on?
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
Can we? Would it be wise to maybe conjure up a couple of false characters to walk in front of us to see if they are ambushed or attacked?
Some minesweepers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mine flare sweepers. I like what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Can you make?
Yeah. I mean, I got a major image. And there they are.
Okay.
It's 2 drow women that look kind of like Nedru, except like just a little bit different each.
Yeah.
And then 1 drow man who looks kind of like what Yanni looks like right now, except a little bit different. And I say, in Orin, wish, 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 wish. Where do you want them to go?
Nedru looks at them and looks at you and like, there is no way that 2 drow women would be walking with an entourage of only 1 male.
And there's 3 more men.
Man. It's pretty cool. Board says to
Would you like, kind of like, get rid of the second woman.
Okay. And now it's 4 dudes and 1 chick.
All right.
Hurry!
So Uhtred, great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
You just think of stuff like that. How do you do that? I am incapable of that sort of creativity.
I am unbelievably smart.
Huh? What's that like? That's wild. Amazing.
Well, I don't even have arcane eye.
Yeah, yours is on the far right.
Far
Just like my politics.
What did I get?
Subs and politics. You got an Italian sub. I think you guys got the exact same sub, unless you made modifications.
I think I made some mods.
Okay. I said who wants to follow them? Someone who can turn invisible, preferably.
Or okay. I put a lot of shit on mine. Did you put anything special?
Like super extra special, no?
Yeah, I put banana pepper.
It's not have banana peppers.
That has banana peppers. Look at that. Cool. We did it. We figured it out.
All right.
Encyclopedia.
So what is your marching order?
My marching order is woman, man 1, man 2, man 3, man 4.
Man one.
I was actually asking about the group, but
Oh, sorry. What is your marching order? My marching order is woman. But women and women first.
I mean,
I'll,
that's good to know.
I'll be behind Ned Drew.
I'm in the back like a dirty dirt.
Is Bort? Well, Bort, you're in front of all of us, right?
I'm walking with the crew, but I guess I shouldn't go and be invisible. I should be have limited visibility.
Because that way you can detect traps and stuff as you walk along.
So for you guys, Nedro is in front, then Fort.
Yes. Or I'm walking with the illusion spot.
You're walking with a ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's bringing up the rear of them, I think.
All right. So with your group, Nedro's in front, then who?
I'll go behind her.
Then me, if I could.
Okay. And between Mirok and Uhtred.
I'm
Where
just,
do you want?
Okay.
yeah.
Good enough.
I thought I had arcane eye,
Yeah.
but I don't.
What do you have?
I don't have anything to
Arcane notes.
arcane nothing. Like, so these people are just going to
Narc.
walk and then keep walking, and you better keep up with them. And when I see them, I will make sure that they're safe and I will dismiss them, but they're going to be walking against the wall.
Yeah, so, well, actually, so like, you know, the corridor kind of snakes. So Bort's kind of walking behind this line of illusory drow, and as parts of visibility get lost from Largo, like they start clipping through the wall, and then as he comes around a corner, like they all snap back to the middle of the corridor.
Now, I do message you so that you are able to respond. I message you with, let me know if anything gets shifty and I'll get rid of them.
Okay. I whistle some wind noises back down the hallway, affirmatively.
The message is up with you.
Bort, give me a perception check.
I perceive at a 30. Whatever it is I see. Is it a trap?
It is.
Well, then I perceive at a 33. It's a tarp.
It's a tarp over a hole.
It seems to be a minor sort of magical trap.
Is it on something, or is it just sort of?
It's on the ground ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
and as you notice it coming around the corner, the illusions have already kind of passed over it.
Uh-huh.
Well, some of them have, about half of them have.
And they keep walking.
And they've not activated it.
As far as you can tell.
Is there any way to step over the trap without touching the aura, or does it fill the hallway space?
It does seem to go from wall to wall and kind of occupy maybe about 10 feet of the corridor. You're not sure if stepping on the floor is going to activate it or if passing through the area will activate it. So you're not sure if it's something where it could be jumped over or if just passing through that general vicinity.
I think we're on a main road. Let's ask Nedra what this is. 'Cause I don't think we ever heavily trap a main road.
It feels like it's 10 feet.
Should be in some sort of
Your highly trained eye catches that
before the main road.
just sort of faint sheen of remnant arcane energy.
Okay. My instinct is to just like sprint through it, just see what happens. I sprint through it and see what happens.
Okay.
Sprint.
You sprint through it,
Uh-huh.
and you get to the other side, and nothing happened. And then you hear, tum, tum, tum.
An alarm spell.
It's just a straight up alarm spell that just makes noise as someone activates it.
Okay.
Those illusions are.
I'm sprinting up to keep up with the illusions.
Well, so just as you pass over it,
Mm-hmm.
the illusions have walked into the clearway, this corridor.
They're gonna get accosted.
The clear
I mean, if it's revealed their illusions, we could just Nedra could say she cast them. That would be a good cover for her, 'cause she's not magical.
And you get to the other side of the illusion that's here. And you can see the female starting to clip through the wall on the far side of the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear the sound of someone approaching from from the right.
Our party.
I message and say, if you need them to make any sound, let me know.
I can't.
I disappear.
Yeah. I hold up just inside of the.
You tell me to do anything with them? Or are they just like.
They're just walking through the wall.
Okay, all right, cool.
Have them
I mean,
stop.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop
Just have them stand there.
them. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not trying to force your hand, just checking.
By this point, there's just 3 male drow standing in a line facing the wall.
This could work.
Mm-hmm. This could totally work. I'm standing just inside the thing.
Okay. Off him. Only my mistress can answer. And then we just fucking roll up with Nedra. She's like, oh, these are my illusions. And I fucking get rid of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear the sound of,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2 people approaching, and then they stop. You can't see, you just heard some footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, all you can really hear is like just some background noise coming from his illusions, maybe like the breathing or something. You're trying to make them seem real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There you go. How far down the corridor is the group?
Man, think 50, 60 feet, something like that. Oh, the rest of your group,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 20 or 30 feet behind you.
Gotcha. Can I send to you?
yeah, you can. We have a message up right now, so we
Okay.
have communication.
I hear people in the corridor. There's somebody here. I'm gonna go invisible. Take a look.
Okay. Keep me updated.
I go invisible. Go take a look.
So you come out.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there are two male drow down the corridor, and they've got one has hands on his swords, and the other one has a bow and arrow ready, and they're just kind of eyeing up the three drow who are standing in a line facing the wall, being cautious and wary.
I stealthily make my way towards these two drow. And pass it. I mean,
Give me a stealth check.
okay. Is a 47.
So you walk past them.
And I send to Largo, message to Largo. There's two drow. One's got a sword, one's got a bow. They're looking at your guys, your goofballs. And they're about, 30 feet down the corridor from the mouth of the tunnel?
Okay.
Down the clearway.
Look, so you know, when you send him a message, you're whispering. You're making noise.
Okay. Well, I tucked it into the little, you know how there's like a little, I'm Gandalf with the moth.
But you can send me a message in Orin too.
In wind sound, wind whispering, whistly. I kind of like tuck in right here. I'm kind of like sneaky board. There you go.
Okay.
Did they hear me?
I do hear you.
Oh.
One of them turns around and comes back this way.
Mm-hmm.
The other one has the bow. This one kind of slowly pulls his swords out and just holding them at his side. And he's looking around.
I quickly I do like a silently like. And I have the illusions face the wrong way, hoping that it's the right way, but it's probably the wrong way. And I have them say, "Only my mistress can answer for me." And then I say, "We better get out there." And kind of, motion that everyone needs to fucking walk out there.
All right.
So the two drow women just like looked at the wall and disappeared.
Mhm.
They're just still on the other side of the wall, or
They're just going. Oh yeah, they're still on the other side of the wall.
They're
Could you,
just
like-
going.
make them come back.
I can't see.
You can't see anything. You guys are still down the corridor.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying when we get there, could you make move? Because I feel like they're gonna like, where did those other two ladies go?
Well, there's only one female.
Who knows if they even saw him?
So before Nedru comes out, she, whispers back to you. She says, "I'm going to make a motion with my hand."
Yeah.
They go.
Totally understood. I ready my action to do that.
So she comes out into the hallway, and there's the one drow who's got an bow raised and sort of trained on the illusions, who are facing the wrong way.
Yeah. I
and
just thought it would be kind of funny.
speaking. And she raises her hand, and the illusions disappear. And she says, in Drow, "A safety precaution." And then starts walking towards me.
You're invisible. Nice.
Okay, that lasts 5 rounds. You cannot stay like that.
Okay.
So you're about to reappear.
And then you yell at these jabronis. get their attention. Well, I guess the whole gang is coming this way. That's gonna get their attention.
So yeah, this guy turns around and rejoins his ally, and she's just walking like straight at them, but not making eye contact, like acting like they're not there.
That's the move. Okay, we're all in the hallway. Kind of need Nedru to.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
I have one thing that I can say. I will say with different tones of voice.
That is just speaks for me.
Yeah.
Only my mistress. My mistress.
So she gets right up to them. I assume you guys are kind of in tow.
Oh yes.
About that time, Bort becomes visible again, but still stealthy. And one of the drow, the one with the bow, lowers the bow, takes an arrow and slides it back into the quiver. Says, "Apologies, mistress. We must ask from whence you came and to where you travel." Indra.
Largo said,
Only my mistress can answer for me. She scoffs and says, "I am Dilathan of House Carvorth Etz, from the Empire of Bothar. I am here on a trade mission to Thozo."
She's a good liar. Let's find out if she's a good liar.
I detector determined that.
She's not a good water.
Not a good liar. We're on a diplomatic mission from Elder.
and I say, only my mistress speaks for me and cast a fireball.
They look at each other and they look at the entourage, and one of them says, "Slaves?" She says, "No, precious stones. They are security." And yeah, she rolled a 3 on her deception check.
So where she goes.
The one with the swords who has not sheathed them, but is kind of like tucking them back, holding them, not with the tip towards her, but away. Says, "Apologies, mistress Dilathan, but what sort of precious stones are you transporting?" And she turns back and looks at Largo and says, "Onyx."
And I go, and give her a bunch of, and hold forth a bunch of, because I think that's what should happen, and hold forth a bunch of onyx stones.
Do you actually have one, or are you making an illusion right now?
I'm making it.
Okay.
I like your cooing.
And she says, a high quality onyx for House Del Inasto. And she gestures towards you. You make a bluff check.
I waddle forth. Okay. Didn't roll great, but we're talking about a 32.
You're a good bluffer.
Maybe whatever I want.
No male drow is going to tell me if I have onyx or not.
So they look and they probably have not seen that much onyx in one spot. in
I
their
see a
life.
fucking pile of onyx stones in my little hands.
So-
actually out of the diamond.
They nod
Shiny
and
leg diamond.
they say, you will have to declare as you pass into the kingdom the quantity, the value, the buyer, so on and so forth. And she's just, trying to do like the dismissively. It's not natural for her. She's not killing it here.
She hasn't been doing this all the time.
And
She's been dead. Ramping plants.
they open up a space for her and let her pass through. As she does, they kind of flank Yanni and follow.
I mean, at this point, I'm assuming they noticed before because he's been standing behind them this whole time.
Not really.
Damn.
There's 47 fucking stealth checks. Very stealthy. I'm just a shadow on the cave wall here.
Like Kronk when he's disposing of the body in Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
No,
Sure,
no,
let's
got
go
it.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the greatest stealth scenes in it.
Yeah, no, even with a drastic, you said, what was it, 49?
47.
47? Yeah.
Like they will probably walk past you and not see you.
Actually, yeah, so, giving him a -10 for basically being in plain sight,
Yeah.
but like kind
Fucking Kronk.
of tucked into a corner, but in plain sight. But yeah, they rolled a 36 on their perception check, so he beat them by 1.
So you just like fall back into line somewhere.
Just standing there, basically.
And we all see you. We're just all like,
Oh, no, you fucking don't. Maybe Yanni.
Of course. Where'd one go? It's cool.
I think you vanished for that long.
Actually, like, yeah, as soon as what Murok gets within 15 feet,
I know.
he
Yeah.
sees Fort.
I
You have
sense
the
your
sight.
life.
You have the sight.
As long as you're alive and you're nearby me, I know where you are.
Do you know the song?
Oh, what a life. Yeah, I like that.
In orchestra.
Yeah. In wind song, whistle, I go ahead. Song. And I just sort of sneak on down the wall, just sort of maintaining a sneaky wall profile.
Sneaky sneak.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Sneaky.
Now it's stuck in your head.
Yeah. It's in there.
God damn it. It's stuck in my head.
Oh, what a night.
Yeah, that.
So why do we have the Cordesia estate if we can just make an estate anywhere now?
Well,
It's not a real estate.
It's
You
not a
can't
real
keep
estate.
stuff.
it's not a real
It's not,
estate.
it's not free real estate.
No.
Location, location, location.
Yeah.
Man, shit's getting real.
Yeah, we fucking plop that thing on the beach.
Good. All right. So you go into the corridor cinches narrower as you see worked stone, a built-in sort of passageway and some kind of a, well, right at the edge, there appears to be a shrine. Mirak, knowledge, religion.
Todd.
It's a trap.
I guess Yanni could also make the same knowledge check. You've got knowledge, religion, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll, Yanni. Let me know what you get.
I rolled a natural 20.
I also rolled natural 20.
Aw.
Okay.
He's got the big religion dick.
So that would
Here we
be
go.
the knowledge religion normally is a 20. So for the natural 20, you're
50.
50, and then plus 5, so it's a wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 55 knowledge religion.
Yeah, mine was only a 45. So
Let's go to church on the regular.
All right. So, seeing this, you both recognize this to be a shrine to Darvena, the patron goddess of the Drow, who is according to legend, the first god that ascended from being immortal. She was a
Like universal legend or drow legend?
universal.
Okay.
She was okay. Those fucking scores. Here we go.
Yeah, you don't fucking pop it. You took down the fucking.
She and her brother left the Linsu, the Wood Elves, because they wanted to study arcane magic, whereas the prevailing sentiment among the Wood Elves was that only natural and divine magic was, everything else was a perversion or attempting to change the world. Now, as they both left and went on pursuing their arcane interests, her brother Ilnan still had some reservations as far as there are certain types of magic that should not be studied, necromancy in particular. However, Darvena felt that if, in for a penny, in for a pound, if they're going to delve into the power of the arcane, then necromancy was on the table. And so there was a second schism between her and her brother, and those that would follow him and those that would follow her.
Oh, okay. So her and the brother both leave, but then the brother's like, "Yeah, I'm into this, but not all of this." And she's like, "Nah, dude, we're into all of this."
Yeah.
Okay. They're better than Milton.
So
Faster.
there was a schism there. Darvena started experimenting with necromancy, creating undead, and her brother, fearing what could result from that, went back to the Linsu, informed them of her heresy, and combined efforts with their druidic and divine magic, along with his arcane studies and his followers, and basically forced Darvena and her followers into exile. They took this exile by going underground and delving into the underdwell, where the other elves did not desire to follow. Darvena continued her studies into necromancy and eventually became the first Lich.
Lich. And her descendants are the Drow.
Lich, right?
So, with Yanni and I's roles being that phenomenal, I imagine we both look at this and we start talking, and then it just becomes like Step Brothers, where we're just like, John Stamos!
That's awesome.
After becoming the first Lich, after becoming immensely powerful as an arcane caster, living several millennia, her power and import was recognized by the Pantheon, and she ascended to godhood.
And she's the god of.
She is the goddess of the Drow.
Okay, just drow. Okay.
She's also a patron goddess of necromancy.
Yeah.
Though she is extremely racist towards her own people, and it's not likely to find a priest. One, she's extremely racist towards her, in the favor of her own people, and she's extremely matriarchal. So it's impossible to find a priest of Darbena, and finding a priestess outside of the Drow is almost non-existent.
Okay. It's because your brother was a snitch. That's why I had some nature. Dirty rat.
But
There's a rat in the kitchen. What I'm looking to do.
in their own tongue, the Linsu are the Wood Elves, who are extremely reclusive, not something that you find very often. The Ilninsu, which Ilnin was her brother, are the High Elves, and those are the elves that are in Solomon. Those are the majority of the elves that actually
So the what else
interact.
Or it's just like
Unfortunately, you know, having that self-imposed, we're going to not use arcane magic, will not improve their survivability.
so they just kind of faded out and got replaced.
Yeah, they still exist, but in small numbers, in small secluded areas. The Ilninsu, the descendants of Ilnin and his people, are far more prolific and prevalent. And the Darvenasu, followers and descendants of Darvena and her people, are the Drow.
Cool. Badass.
The holy symbol it has some similarities to the symbol of Payana, which the symbol of Payana is a rune that is different depending on the temple or the follower or whatever, but it's on a gold or brass or yellow background. Darvena's symbol is a rune made of bone, made of different bones arranged in different formations on a sable background.
So
Fucking natural 20s on here.
Wow.
that was incredible.
Just
Also
now you
very, wow.
I
now
thought
we know about
I
the
would
elves.
just like blurt that I rolled nat 20, so you could also roll nat 20. That was fun.
Don't worry. The next, 17 times I need to roll in combat will be natural ones to even that out. So
Yeah, me too. Totally.
But now you know all about the Drow goddess.
Oh shit, ton.
God, that's good.
See, when I drank it, I was like, that smells like weed. I was like, no, it doesn't. I was like, oh, it just smells like all the memories of college.
And then the one additional thing that Mirak knows that Yanni doesn't know is that in that rune that is formed by the bones, only an empress is allowed to have a skull.
Okay.
So
Just
it's just convention of the faith.
so like each house might have like their own bone room, but then like the Empress's house, the Empress personally, it's like her personal sigil to have a skull.
Has a skull.
Okay.
All the house of the empress can have a skull, and then the empress's own personal holy symbol will probably feature a skull.
Okay.
Does this
Usually with rubies or onyx inset in the eye sockets.
That's pretty cool.
But seeing this rune and not seeing a skull, you assume that whoever this belongs to, it's not directly related to the Empress.
Okay.
Which, while this whole scenario isn't necessarily, low stress, at least you have that going for you. But you follow into this narrowing corridor. Nedru, they come to a door. The guard stops and gestures towards the door for Nedru, and Nedru looks back at Largo and gestures you to follow her.
I make it like a unfollower.
Or no go.
And she says, He's my clerk. He has all my paperwork. And you guys go into a
Drow paperwork looks like.
I'm gonna need another.
she whispers in Orin. That's fine. I'm going to have you charm whoever we're talking to.
Let me pull up some spreadsheets.
Some datums.
So she turns back and says to the rest of you in Drow, wait out here. Don't make a mess.
I plunk down immediately.
And you guys go inside. He goes in just to sort of follow you in. Come into the next area. And sure. There is a Drow woman in here.
Camera.
Camera up.
Goes, can we slide it?
Really high res camera. It's like small.
Attack her!
Like on the character.
Yeah, like a lavalier mic, but like a little camera. Like a colonoscopy camera.
To snake it into the
And
space there.
they introduce themselves to each other. You get the impression, Mario, you get the impression that Nedra is positioning herself as a more important person than the clerk in this scenario. And after a little bit of back and forth, she demands that the other guard leave, as you know, the nature and specifics of what she's doing here is not for anyone else to hear. And she does make a convincing argument there somehow. And he leaves and waits outside. And then she looks down
So
at
he's
you.
alone with all of us.
Sorry?
So I just kind of trying to figure out who all was where. Is it just that one guard is outside with us, and then the other three are inside?
So there is one guard out here at the back of your group. There's one guard that just came back out there, and then there's the four of you here, and then Largo and Nedru went inside with a female official, and she turns.
Yeah.
Okay. She turns to Largo and she says, if you would show her our paperwork.
And I make a fanciful, and as I'm doing so, cast shadow enchantment in the form of charm person, and it is mind affecting as well as shadow. So we are looking at a save DC of 26. Two of them, one to disbelieve, the other for generating a charm spell.
Okay, and I'm going to need you to make a caster level check.
Castle level check is 24.
Okay. So you feel the spell take hold, and her completely stone, dour face. Her eyes drift over to you, and she gives us the faintest of a smile. And she says, paperwork?
I say,
remember, charm person makes you good friends.
Yep. I say, only my mistress may speak for me. And I look at Nedru like, give me a fucking chance to cast another spell here.
Nedru says, the real paperwork, please.
And I go, and make another really elaborate gesture. And what I pull out of it's like a folder, and then in the folder there's parchment. And on the parchment, because I have a kind of understanding of what drow looks like, there is drow, but I tried to make like random dialectical changes so that it just looks fucking different and kind of wild for it. And I give it to her.
Okay. And Nedra takes it from you as you're like, are you trying to give it to Nedra or are you trying to give it to
Nedra?
Okay. She takes it from you and she looks at it. And this is an illusion, right?
Yes.
So she's not actually holding anything.
Well, she fails the, I mean, she interacts with it. It has tactile sensation. Because it's major image, right? So it's got all the, it just doesn't, it's not exuding warmth.
Do you
or
remember
cold.
like an earlier level when you used major image to make like a giant golden dragon? And now here you are at level 14 using it to make paperwork.
Dude, it's a way more difficult casting of the spell.
And she looks at it, sees that it's some form of, word salad.
Yeah.
And then
Like
she
you're trying to read something.
looks at the drow woman across the room and says, if you'll excuse me just a moment. And she kneels down in front of you.
Yeah.
And she smacks you with the paperwork.
Okay.
And she says, you useless moron, I need you to give me the paperwork that I requested. Just dominate her because we need to make her do what we need her to do.
Okay. So I cast Dominate Person at the. I thought we had. Okay. So yeah, Greater Shadow Enchantment, right? 6th level. So we're talking about a DC 29 save to it.
And caster level check, please.
Caster level check. That caster level check is 26.
Okay. So her eyes go glassy and her mouth hangs agape as the smile fades from her face, and just all sense of agency leaves.
Okay. Yeah, well, my command is do your job as though we have everything that you could possibly need and more.
Nedra turns to you and says, tell her to do everything I tell her to do.
You will do everything that my mistress tells you to do.
Your mistress dominates.
She goes over to the
It's like
table
casting the dominate.
with this woman and basically has her forged paperwork that they need.
Cool.
Sweet. And as she's working on it, she comes back to you and it's like, no need for half measures here.
All right. Sounds good.
Boy, what do you think they're talking about in there? Fucking drow shit.
Okay. So I like everyone in the hallway to give me perception checks.
That's another natural 20 from your
That's a natural 1 for.
Oh god.
So I take a -10.
That is correct.
Is it a trap? No. Okay, that's a hot 9 for it.
37.
3, so it's 33, 38.
I imagine like the paperwork just
Uhtred
or she is in the light or
lack
of. Just think of it, she's like, what the fuck is this?
From a different town. She's like, okay, cool. You're my
What are we
friend.
rolling, perception or
perception, yes.
27?
Okay. So
That may be
Mirok and Yanni.
Yep.
Yanni, you hear this sound that you recognize as you've heard this sound, similar sounds to it before. The sound of rock shifting when it's being manipulated by magic.
Mm.
And Mirok, you also recognize this sound because you have manipulated rock with magic.
Yeah.
And it is coming from behind your group a little ways down the corridor.
I lock eyes with Mirok and just give him a knowing look, like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I wave my hand on it. And you get something like, yeah, magic rock movement going on down there.
Mm.
There's been a bunch of rolls where I've rolled 2d20s at the same time for his saves or for two guys making a check at the same time. I've rolled doubles like 6 times tonight.
Doubles?
Wow.
What do you mean doubles?
Like 2 6s, 2 7s.
Damn,
2
you're on
12s.
fire.
Huh. Well, it doesn't functionally do anything. That's-
So the nat 20 on here is just magic stone making the ground.
Right.
Okay.
You roll a 20
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
I'm gonna do it a third time. It's gonna be really fun.
He's stealing your energy.
So, Dan, I know Drow right now, correct? Like how to speak it.
Drow, Undercommon, and Orin.
Yeah.
Could I just like nonchalantly ask the guard, the male guard, and that's by me there in Drow, if he heard that? Just
He looks at you and hear what?
must be my imagination.
He's not a good hearer. I assume I don't hear anything with a 9.
No, you're probably trying really hard to hear what's going on inside the building. So you're probably not.
Just a lot of like.
Yeah.
Soup for my family.
Dwarves. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I know. I definitely can, if I can stealthily through an Orin whisper, let Uhtred and Bort know there's something going on down the hall. Say there's stone shaking going on down the hall.
Give me a bluff check. You try to intonate some information without sounding like you're speaking.
there it is, baby.
Ends.
It starts.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
No.
Okay.
It's a one of friends.
So,
28 bluff check.
The number
Alright.
of nerds.
So who you're trying to share this information with everybody?
Just these two.
Okay. So Bort and Uhtred make sense motive checks.
sure. Yeah. Oh, we get a +5 to a wisdom?
Yep.
To 20.
20. Okay.
I got 21. No. 19.
Okay. So yeah, you what information are you trying to share with them? You basically do share whatever this information is, so just tell them what you're telling them.
I hear magic stone shaping down the hall. I kind of gesticulate my head in the direction it was coming from.
Further down the hall. Okay, that's great.
One of the drow guards hearing Mirok sort of moaning in this weird. Is he brain damaged?
Who is he asking?
He asked Yanni.
Okay. Or is he just saying it out into the air?
Something's wrong with him. A big rock fell in a tunnel earlier and hit him in the head.
Hearing all of that, I cough and I look at my hand. And I put my hand in my pocket like I have a secret.
That's great. Have you concluded your business, you little forger?
Fucking that she's making up this paperwork, but I think it's lengthy.
Yeah, it's involved. This
Notarized.
is a very bureaucratic.
This is actually just.
That's why I tried to make it sort of like drowish legalese.
Does my stealth with these jabronis still hold? Can I sneak down the hallway past this guy with my 47?
No,
if
I mean,
didn't pick
yeah,
another?
no, once you rejoined, yeah, they became aware of you.
Okay.
Oh, I guess these guys haven't worked. Never noticed.
I am bored.
Huh.
They're like, you get for a moment, they're like, what? And then neither one wants to admit that they did not see you in the group before. So
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I am
you shame them into silence.
It'd be like if Andre the Giant got past TSA.
There you go.
Shame without signing any autographs.
Anybody want peanut?
And let's say Uhtred and Bort, give me a second set of perception checks.
19 on the die. Do you like that? You like that?
I do.
You like that?
I'll take it.
Okay. 38.
Uhtred,
20.
20? Okay. So, Bort, you can now hear the sound now that you've kind of been keyed in on it. And Uhtred, you're listening and you're really trying to hear what they're talking about, but you don't hear it. Mirok, Yanni, and Bort, you can now definitely hear it. It's coming from right here, and it is perceptibly louder. At this point, this guy also turns and focuses his attention on the area. What are you gonna do?
Can I tell the other guard that something's definitely coming? Try to get his attention to go that way.
Give me a diplomacy check.
It's time to let that charisma shine.
Hey, thing coming good over there.
There's a thing and it's the noise. That's a
Lovely.
14 diplomacy.
All right. He kind of narrows his eyes at you, and he walks up beside you. Kind of tries to look past to see, but he's keeping his like one eye on you and one eye down the corridor. What's Mirok doing?
Mirok is going to ready a spell. God damn, which spell do I want to cast? Come back to me. Go to someone else for a second. I'm looking at spells.
Bort, what are you gonna do?
I walk up to the door that's right there.
This door?
That door.
Okay. If you try to go to that door, that other one's
The guard.
the guard's gonna put his hand out.
I'm not gonna try and go in. I'm just gonna.
Well, he doesn't want you to go behind him.
Oh, okay.
Their job right now is to keep an eye on you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do we still have message up?
No,
We don't have message.
I didn't cast it again. I think the duration. Yeah, I didn't.
It's a pretty short duration, and I think it's like concentration too, like as far as keeping it going.
And I just dominated somebody.
Well, and
we're
you
in a
cast delusions and stuff. So.
we're in like a big just knot of people, and there's one guard on one side and one guard on the other side, and there's a rumbling. I'm gonna fire up another one of those fatty boom boom hobbit spliffs and just like offer take a big hit and offer it to this shitty guard who's like a real buzzkill and won't let me go knock on the door.
Okay. Mirok?
Mirok is going to
This guy.
prep
Hiding.
meld into stone if anything that comes to that wall looks evil, aggressive.
Mind flay.
Not evil. Yeah, like it's going to attack.
Like it's gonna flay your mind from your skull.
I think we're dealing with Durver.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking go. Actually, no, I don't want to open stone. I'm trying to think if I should cast a buff immediately or if I should cast an offensive spell.
Yeah.
Maybe cast Bone Shatter.
Do I?
I have 4
I stand by my
Oh, bone
action.
shout out.
What up?
Bone shout
I want
out.
to shout out.
Bone!
I want to shout out to Busy Bone, Crazy Bone, all of the Bone Thugs
Red Bone.
in harmony right now. What did I take? Oh yeah, I took Weapon Snatcher. That was the
Snatching weapons. That's your new dirty
That's my
trick.
whole deal. Fuck it.
And you're collecting poisons, even though you're not a good poison guy.
Not yet, I'm not.
Right here.
I know a witch is gonna teach me about
Yes.
poisons,
Yes.
potions, lotions, elixirs.
Lotions.
Uh-huh. Whoops.
Largos.
No, I'm not gonna do melt this stuff again. I'm gonna
Mage's magic man.
whenever after the first thing comes through here, I'm gonna cast
Yeah.
wall of stone to like seal it back shut. Whatever that first thing is. Okay.
That's a strange thing to say, little man.
All right.
No, I'm gonna do bone shatter. Never mind. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. Sticking with that. Final is bone shatter.
Your
Bone
Finalize
shout
above.
out.
readying an action.
Yeah. I will bone shatter if I see one of the drow knock their bow to fire.
Okay. So the wall opens up
Yeah.
as the stone just sort of pushes to the side and makes way, and a Durger
Oh.
rushes out into the middle of the hall and immediately enlarges.
Man, I love how like this is the Durger's like big moment. They're like, and we strike today, not
Yeah,
knowing that there'll be
big.
level 14 fucking player characters in there.
Okay.
The Durger and the Drow are gods. They don't like
So, like, as soon as that guy comes out, you see the other two drow like immediately jump to, oh shit, weapons come out.
I
So
cast
you're
bone
gonna
shatter on
cast
Durger.
bone shatter on him. Okay.
Fortitude.
All right. Fortitude.
Kill these drow. Because once they've seen what like the slaves can do, it's better security.
Man, I mean, what would happen if the Durger killed these Drow?
And they were like, hey.
So yeah. What's the DC on that?
The level of the spell is a level 5 Oracle spell, and then it's plus my
22.
22, because it's plus my charisma modifier. Or
Just 7, right?
my charisma modifier is it's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay, so 21.
Plus 10.
10 level charisma modifier. That's how you figure out the DC. So 21. He fails.
Fuck yeah, Durger, eat shit.
There you go.
Okay.
Target's bone splinter dealing 1d6 points damage per caster level, so it's going to be 14d6.
Okay.
He is now also exhausted for the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
14d6.
Yes.
Get in there. Get into that fucking board cube of
It's
dice.
been a while since I played with this many guys.
I do feel bad.
It's like, and we strike.
After months
Oh, they had a
preparation,
shock
man,
and
just
everything. It was like, Cody's like, oh, my body!
My bones!
4, 5,
saved up for months for this
8,
large
9, 10, 11, 12,
The way she goes.
Damn, that's pretty good.
All right. 10, 20.
Okay, 43 points of damage.
43. Okay.
And then all those
And
other
he is exhausted.
Holy fuck! Shouldn't have spent so much energy on the wall.
All right. So a second one comes out and immediately enlarges as well.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 others come out behind those 2.
Hey, that's Mirok.
Once upon a time. So the 2 in the front are heavily armored and carrying shields. One's got a hammer, one's got a sword. And they just look big and brutish. The 2 that come out behind are wearing like leather armor with robes. And they both start to do something akin to a kata. And you can just see the ground around them starting to shake and pebbles tremble on the ground. And,
sand and loose rock begin to drop from the ceiling, but as it falls on or near them, it just sort of coalesces into something of a sphere around them, just these tiny little particulates of earth. And pretty cool.
Can I roll to guess what that spell is?
You can do a spellcraft check. Yeah.
Did you drop a second one of these dice?
I thought I dropped a little one that landed right by your foot.
You did, but there's also one more.
I think it might have been one. No.
And I'd like everyone to roll
It's our
initiative, please.
You did 4 more damage.
Oh, I did 4 more damage than I thought, damn. So 47. My spellcraft check is going to be a 31.
Oh, standing.
31. Okay. So it's some sort of magical ability. It is not a spell, but it seems to directly interact with the elemental powers of Earth. So that's something that you tap into when you cast some of your spells.
Yeah.
But it's a power you're manipulating through divine intervention. This
Yeah.
seems to be a more direct conduit, like directly to the nature of Earth.
Interesting.
So let's see. Wow.
Oh, you roll, actually.
All right. Anyone above a 20?
Yeah.
No.
Got a
Okay.
19.
All right. Above a 15, Yanni.
16 for Bort.
Bort. That's weird. That's it. Just Yanni and Bort. Above a 10.
I got a 10.
Okay. Which was at a 10.
Udrid got a 10.
Okay.
New York's out of 9.
New York's at a 9. Largo.
5. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I have improved initiative.
Me too. Here we are, bud. Look how much you paid off.
Yeah, that should
Better yourself.
I could have expanded my feat tree.
Especially now that we've come up with a general battle strategy, I think we for the casters. Yeah. Regardless of what we roll.
All right.
Pretty close quarters.
Andrew. Give me a perception check.
16.
So you guys are both just kind of standing there waiting for this woman to do a bunch of paperwork. And Nedru, you hear that? There you go.
I don't.
You're like through 2 walls inside a building.
I don't hear the walls crumble and 2 people go, wow.
Like no one's screaming. The thing that you could hear is the crackle of
the spell.
their magic that they're performing. That's what she hears. It's not what you pick up on.
I pick up on nothing.
Do you not? Because you really don't support her.
Yeah, I do. I do really
But yeah, she goes to the door and just waits. Yanni.
I guess free action. I yell out, "Largo, get your ass out here!" I don't know if you can hear that,
Oh dear.
but
In what language?
it would be in Drow.
Okay.
No.
Take advantage of knowing it.
I turn to Nedru and then Drow. I say, stay here, do not leave this room. And prepare to
All right. Yanni, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I will make my way up to the bone shattered opponent.
Bone shatter.
Okay.
Bone shatter. Bone saw is ready.
And
Bone shatter.
I got 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go brutal assault here and take 2.
Brutal assaulter.
Natural 2. First attack is an 18 to hit.
You just punch a metal plate in this guy's thigh, and it just pong.
Sweet.
A metal plate.
The next try is an 18 on the die. That is a 29.
That will hit.
All right. Let's see.
Hate to be a one-trick pony here, but I'm gonna try to get the big dudes to fight each other.
Great. Why not?
29 points of damage.
So win in a realm of big,
29.
dumb, stupid guys.
Make one fight the other one.
Fort.
Can I push through the scrum? Or-
Your allies will let you pass.
My allies will let me pass. Surely. Can I get to one of the little guys and put a pointy thing in him?
You can try to acrobatics your way through the big guys.
I will. I attempt an acrobatics check.
Mhm.
33. 34, excuse me. 33. I'm better now.
Acrobatics. So. Area 5 by an enemy, proper roll unit, floating attack of opportunity. Opponent's combat maneuver defense +5. You said 30.
33.
33? Okay. Yes, you do get to the other side. You just kind of like run up and you do like this motion like you're about to jump up, and the guy puffs up and then just like slide between his legs, end up on the other side.
Yes. Do it. I using what's the thing? Wait, the little guy, is he holding anything?
No.
I stab him with my sword. And I would like to use my rogue talent, Hunter's Surprise. He is my adversary.
Okay.
What the hit? With the rapier.
There you go.
Like apples. Is natural 20 to hit. It's gonna I assume, and threaten a critical. I'd like to confirm the critical.
Okay.
With the action die.
Do you want to roll to see if you confirm before you spend an action?
I mean, I guess I could. 19. Wow, that just okay. There you go. Just believe in yourself. That's the
Technically,
important.
that also threatens a critical. You want to roll again?
Yeah, why not?
Keep the greater swing roll. It's like a natural 20. There you go. Yeah.
I hate this guy, and he's gonna die.
All right. Okay, now give me the action die.
Okay, here you go. Just gonna confirm, or I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm never gonna hit him.
Yeah. No, you.
Ford digs a wall with his rapier.
He looks over at you as he's doing this sort of like manipulation of the earth energy that he's trying to do, and you're just like just your rapier right into his eye socket.
Straight. It's done. You're done. It's out of control. There's not enough dice in the world to roll to hit this guy. I mean, I guess I could. Is it a moot point?
Yeah, you instantly kill him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And like for a brief second, the Durger just sits there and give me a linguistics check. Durger is a variation of German,
So good. And then very good linguistics. So 25.
and that's an intelligence.
Yeah. No, I'm
Oh, you are counting that? Okay. You're pretty sure he said something like, "I smell rutabaga pie," and he just like slides off the rapier and drops to the ground.
I exhale a cloud of like ditchweed spliff smoke and say, "Nah, dude."
I mean, you have no idea what the fuck you said. But.
Well, I just do that and don't. Yeah, without
It's
saying
like all the
anything.
soil that's around him, just like
Yeah, just like some
Man, this
sand
is their
and stuff
day.
gets
This
in
is
your-
their big deal.
Man, yeah.
or just runs sideways on walls.
Yeah.
Yes, we've kind of fucked their whole right flank right now.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Done skis. I mean, I
That
think
other
that's
guy's got
makes
sweating bullets through that stone.
Okay. So that's it for Bort. Uhtred. Oh boy.
here he goes.
Yeah, so Uhtred's gonna get into the action. He'll go for the one opposite of that has not been stone crushed. Or
Okay.
Bort fucked.
Yeah, beat the shit out of Mirak.
All right, so there is something to note here. You're not wearing the other breastplate anymore, so you no longer get wreathed in fire when you rage.
okay, yeah,
Attached to that piece of armor, and you're wearing a different piece of armor right now.
right.
And this piece of armor, you do have to take an action to turn into a giant. It's not instant like the other one is. So it's
Okay.
another point of consideration.
Okay, well, I am raging. I have not activated my armor yet
Okay.
because I just want to attack.
Okay.
Will I get 2 attacks then?
No, you just get one.
All right,
You had
thank
to
you.
move 10 feet.
Neldlin cleric is just gonna like.
That'll be a 44 to hit.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
Pretty good.
There's something about the journey.
43 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about almost as much as Mirak did.
Okay. All right. So that's it for Uhtred. The Durger are next. The one that was just bone shattered saw you like pass through his legs and just end his ally. He's gonna take both his swings at Bort.
Man, he's just scoffing at Uhtred. He's about to die.
His bones have been shattered, dude. He's
Hairline fractures
So,
everywhere.
the first hit is going to be a
What does it hit?
28.
That'll hit. I don't have. Yeah, that'll hit. There's some buffs for.
And that does 17 points of damage.
I take. Wait, we had 11 points of fun.
Yeah.
Or
No, 10 now.
points of meal damage, and so I take 8 points of damage.
Meal
And he, his second swing, goes for your head, and you just kind of like dip under it. He slams the hammer against the wall, making no contact with you whatsoever.
Was this just out of curiosity, does the -6 strength do anything to like limit their attacks? Or is it? So I was just looking over.
Oh yeah, he took a massive penalty to his
Okay.
attack.
Wasn't sure. Just curious.
And then the one that you didn't kill
The little guy.
finishes gathering his energy, and you see him manipulate and create this sphere of metal
Oh dear.
between his hands,
It's not
and he
good.
just shoots it out at you.
It's not great. Don't like that one bit. Cannonball maker. Roll of attack.
Okay, so that is going to hit a touch armor of 31.
He's that close.
You rolled a natural 20, or
Okay,
a natural
cool.
19, not a natural 20.
Yeah, I know what
You
that's
should be
like.
lucky you didn't roll a natural 20.
Mhm.
That would have been bad.
What if it could touch AC?
Okay. Well, you know,
Well, it's
You
not
give a little-
flat-footed, so you're better.
Yeah, his touch armor is not. It's still pretty good.
I cannot be caught flat-footed.
Oh.
It's impossible.
It's impossible to catch me flat-footed, and you can't sneak up on me.
Can't take a bad picture of me either.
You can't take a picture of me.
Steve, no, but that's what I'm saying. He's stealing your energy. Has he ever taken a photo?
Yes. No, he hasn't. The
New York
technology
is not taking a photo.
Uh, So yeah, he releases this blast, and you just like take this sphere of metal
to the
through
gut.
your chest, and you take what was it?
Far too.
40 points of damage.
It's not great.
40, so you're taking 48 this round.
Taking 48 points of damage just right out of the gate.
The other one that was attacked by Uhtred is going to return
20.
Good luck
blows.
hitting me.
Okay, so that is a
Good luck.
25 and a 29 to hit.
Barely.
Okay. So that's 17 for the first one, and 18 for the second, and you take -2 or -3 for those. Did you got damage reduction?
-3.
Okay, so that's 35. You're gonna take 29 points of damage. And you're taking 10 points off the top of that because you got the Hero's Feast.
Right.
You already cast DR?
Yeah, that's what I.
Okay, I missed it.
29 after DR.
And then drop down to 19.
Yeah.
Shit.
Should be 19, right?
Okay. And Mort, I will say that you also. There was a jail cell in there. Where is the other mini that I had?
Is there
The tiny man?
a relatable cowboy in the jail cell?
Is it on the other side of where our minis are housed?
There he is.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This
or you can
okay.
see that there is another guy in the tunnel.
The Belfast cowboy. It's Van Morrison in the tunnel.
Mm.
There.
All right, Mirok.
Mirok's gonna cast Warp Metal because he just got that spell. He wants to use it.
Okay.
So everyone, I gotta pull it
You're
up.
gonna warp some metal.
I'm gonna warp their weapons specifically.
You little weapon warp.
It is a will save to negate. It's 20-foot radius from me, so that's pretty much all of these baddies right here.
So what, you're warping?
I'm warping metal.
Sounds like heresy.
No.
It's from the warp.
I can warp one small object per level.
Great answer.
Medium would be 2 small objects, right?
Yeah.
Call it the green ice to this location.
I mean, primarily I'm trying to warp the front 2 big guys' weapons, but if I can warp other stuff, that's cool.
I will say that the front 2 guys, their weapons and shields would count as medium. Their armor would count as large.
It does. It's not specific about what warped armor does. It only mentions weapons, so I'll defer to you if it does anything to armor. Seems. You mentioned the middle armor.
I'll say that, if you're successful, it'll impose a -2 penalty to armor class.
All right, cool.
It'll make it harder for them to react as, bits of their armor are jabbing into them or.
So that is, it's a 20 then, right? 10 plus the level, the spell being 4 plus my charisma modifier 6. It's a 20.
Okay, neither one of them make that save.
Fuck yeah! So their metal just crumples around them,
Yeah, okay.
like when what's her face kills the Witch King.
Right, so -4 penalty to.
It's a -4 penalty on attack rolls for
Ew.
2 Durger.
And a -2 on their armor class.
I was thinking so hard.
And I'll say also you warp their shields to be useless, so they just drop them.
Ooh, so their AC drops?
Yeah, their AC,
That's sick.
their AC drops significantly. Their attacks drop significantly. Yeah. You gonna do anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am right now. I think I'm in a good spot. I see Bort's pretty fucked up. I'm gonna try and take care of him, which You heal 10 points of damage. Uhtred, you heal 10 points of
Is
damage.
there anything you're going to do in a specific way?
What do you mean? Oh, like the way I work the metal?
I'm asking you to give you a chance here, but
Is there anything I do in a specific?
Do you cast defensively?
The spell? I thought we already did that. Like if I already I mean,
Just guessing.
yeah, I would cast defensively.
okay.
Okay.
Give me a concentration check. Because they are large and they can reach you where you're standing.
Fair enough.
I was giving you a chance to realize that.
Cool. Yeah, I thought you meant like after I cast the spell. Casting defensively, I rolled a 13. It's a concentration.
Concentration is your level plus your casting modifier, and I'm pretty sure that
Which is my charisma.
Well above what you need.
With my level right there, it's a 27.
Casting defensively is 15 plus double the spell level, so it'd be a 25 that you need.
And with the 13 in your level, you're already at 27
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Cool beans. I crumple those tin cans. And then-
So yeah,
heal.
You're the only man who can.
Just me and
this guy
We-
moves
I
up
heal for
next to
10.
Uhtred
yeah, because
And
Right.
takes 2 attacks.
auto healing.
So he takes 4 attacks.
On Uhtred.
No.
Okay. And
You are right at 50%. 38, 38.
all of them are gonna hit thanks to the working of the
What do you guys have to do?
51.
Oh, okay. What's your max?
77.
Okay. So you're at 51 total hit points.
Mhm.
Sick. That's actually not the best.
I've been worse.
Does your hit point pool need to go to the hospital? Because that shit is sick.
Oh, I didn't count the meal hit points.
Okay.
Meal damage.
It's a meal damage.
Alright.
What's this meal gonna set me back?
The other one. It's gonna hit with 2 arrows.
The little guy shooting arrows?
Alright.
He wants for everything.
He wants. To me.
Now you want nothing. Would you ever touch a paint these guys? I thought you asked this before.
Yeah.
You would? Sure. I'd be grateful.
Not our custom.
No, you don't think that? Why not?
Because they're not primed. So the paint would be not good.
I think it's going to start all the way up.
This guy comes out and
No, this guy.
kind of does a similar, almost kind of kata earthbender thing. And around you, Yanni, Uhtred, and the drow in the front, these cones of earth begin to come up and try to envelop you. So all of you need to make reflex saves.
Give me the thing I'm most famous for being good at.
He's a geomancer.
Oh, Coney.
Right on the cyclone, baby.
There you go. It's Coney on the beat.
Sir Dan, I rolled a natural 20. I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm going to add an action die on mine, just to be safe. So D8.
I rolled a 20.
27 for Mirak.
Okay. All right. So, Mirak, you step to the side and avoid the cone, or the sort of encasement. Yanni, you basically just stand on top of it. You like do a kip up and, jump up on top of the thing as it's forming and balance as it comes around. The drow also jumps out of the way. However,
Uhtred, you are now just kind of like encased in this apron of stone that comes up your front, your back, comes over your arms, and you're just kind of stuck.
Take an action to turn into a fucking fire giant. I'm sure that'll help you out.
That's a really good thought. Yeah.
Just blowed out.
Probably hurting.
Blow down the whole wall.
Well, yeah, my next move was to go giant. So
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Old Rocky Top, Tennessee, right there underground. No, you don't want to.
No UTK songs.
You don't want to get that stuck in your head either.
I once went to a Tennessee football game. It was like torture.
It's just that.
Every first down, that song.
It's fucking.
I once went to a game.
It was you just need to go. It's horrible.
All right, Largo.
Thank fucking God.
All right, here he is.
So I emerge. Probably only get to about that point.
From your chin.
I'd like to make a perception check to get a good valuation of kind of what I see. 19.
Okay, so you can see Yanni, the one. You can kind of see both of the Durger that have grown. You can kind of see the one in the back.
Okay.
But you can't see the one that just came out. So these two, that one, you can see Yanni. You can kind of see that Uhtred is, wrapped in some stone of some sort. You can't see Mirok or the other drow.
Okay. I focus on that particular Durger and I cast Shadow Enchantment Greater in the form of Dominate Person. So it's going to be 2 DC 29 checks in a row.
Okay.
DC 20.
Yes. His command is attack the Geomancers and kill them.
All right.
Nice.
Nedru does as she's told and waits inside the building. Yanni.
Dan, is there any way I can jump over the Durger in front of me, where I'm on this rock now? Like,
It's an acrobatics check.
okay, what I'm kind of trying to do here is jump over that one and maybe land on the one that shoved a metal rod through my friend.
Oh, I'm your friend. I have a metal rod. That means we're friends.
Yeah. So this is an acrobatics check. This isn't for jumping. This is for tumbling past somebody. So it's not a jump check.
Yeah, just my straight acrobatics.
Yeah.
Got it. 33.
Okay.
nice.
That's pretty good.
We got our nimble boys on the backside now.
You're a good jumper. Straight up now, tell me.
Yep.
Nice.
You end up on him.
Now, can I attempt to trip that guy?
Sure.
Right. Terrible roll. 25.
Okay.
Could I put in? Is it good?
No. He is not. He's a caster.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Give him a noogie.
Telephone in the marching band.
Give him a swirly.
Australia, the swirlies go. Okay. The other way.
Yeah, that's what they say.
All right. Is that it?
I want to move to southeastern United States since I was like 12.
Do I have any other actions there?
Well, I mean, the trip counts as one attack to make an additional attack.
Okay, sure. I guess just to add insult to injury, could I try to hit him with a stunning fist while he's laying there? Or
Sure.
all right, teach you to hit my friend with a rod. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 4 on my combat maneuver, and now I've rolled another 4 for this attack.
Okay.
That is a
Damn, both the geometry.
15 to hit.
Amazing.
Okay. Well, since he is laying down, he takes a -4. And that means you hit him.
Oh, yay. So
Sure.
that's a fortitude save of 22. Otherwise, he is stunned.
Okay, and he fails that too.
Oh, let me roll some damage. And that is 31 points of damage.
Okay. That's it for Yanni. Bort.
I do past Yanni and put my sword into the guy that was in the hallway.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hallway man.
I'm a hallway man.
I'm a hallway man. 23 to hit. Wait.
God,
You're right.
problem.
I'm 2 up in fighting. Do I get to take a 4-round attack?
No, you move more than 5 feet.
I see. I'm just attacking with rapier. 33 to hit.
What?
Cool. 2d6 plus 10. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Less than average, but only just.
He's a Durger? Is he evil?
Yes.
Okay. Can I hit him with a dagger?
Yes. You can try.
I'm gonna try. 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It won't hit. I forgot to change something that needed to be changed due to equipment. That does not hit.
I think I forgot. I see what I did. 30 to hit, Jim. I'm looking at.
Okay, that will hit. Yeah.
Okay.
40,000 to hit,
Yeah.
man.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
10, and you get a plus. What?
Do I get a? Oh, I get a plus 18.
You're getting a +1 from Feast of Heroes to attack.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 10 plus
29.
18, 20. Okay.
29.
30 something sounded a little high.
Yeah, that is a little high. It should be 29.
29.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that is.
It's,
That hits true.
it's true. It's pretty good. 1d4 plus 10. That's 1 plus 10 for 11 points of damage.
Cool.
Uhtred.
Yeah.
Stone.
Do I know, like, would Uhtred as a character know if he enlarges, can he break out of this rock? Or, like, would that be
I mean, it's possible.
Fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I Uhtred and Glenn would do this.
Okay.
We all support it.
So what do I need to do, I guess, can I use an action die since I did win one earlier?
Sure.
Yeah. What do I need? I mean, do I need to roll something?
Roll a D. Well, yeah, you're going to activate your armor. You're going to roll a D20, and you're going to add. It's a strength check, and it's going to count. The strength that you will be when you turn into a fire giant. So it's
34?
34 total.
No,
Or 34 is your fire giant strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so 34. That would be a 12 plus 12.
Sounds good. I mean, I rolled a 1, so we're at 13.
You rolled oh, baby.
Yes,
I'll use another one.
I'm talking about
the scrum.
So, yeah,
for funsies, Uhtred
Yeah.
turns into a fire giant wearing a really tight stone tank top.
That's great. Dude, look at how
He
big this
didn't
guy is.
break it. He didn't break it.
It's pretty cool.
Oh,
And you're still like, you can't move your upper body, like your legs are free now, but you're
Great.
Well,
you're like wearing a way too small jacket. Fat man in a little coat.
There he goes. Classic Farley.
am I done or do I was gonna say my legs are free.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
All right.
You spend the rest of your round kind of examining your predicament and being rather disappointed in yourself.
So he's gonna have to spend another action to break out of it again next time.
Yeah. Or, someone could shake the stone.
Yes. That's what. Yeah.
Okay.
He should look at the fun, cool stuff he was gonna do, but next time do this instead.
Okay, so one of the Durger is stunned. The two armored Durger are going to attack Uhtred because he's just kind of standing there looking.
one of them is dominating.
Oh, one of them is dominated. So one of them is going to attack
The other Durger.
Casters.
Okay. All right. So looking behind him, he sees an easy target and the one that is laying on the ground and stunned.
Fucking step on him, squish him like jelly.
And he hits twice. Wait. No, one of them he misses because his weapon's all wonky.
As long as he's not attacking my buddies, it's all I care about.
Kerbop.
How's your mom again?
Oh, Kerbop.
Your mom again's all I care about.
Kerbop store.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it'll do him good. Anyway, appreciate you. Take care.
All right. The other one is going to take two swings at Yanni. And I'm sure both of these are going to miss. Yeah. No. No. He's bone shattered. His weapons are wonky.
He's just having a bad day.
It's not good. Not good at all.
You say you want a revolution.
Mirok.
Yeah, cast
Do you?
stone shape on Uhtred's vest.
It just falls off.
Falls off. Okay, great.
Or what? Do you want it to do something?
I want him to like pop off, like like when it like releases armor, like a Jaeger. It's like. I'm sure that's just like sweat from his
So you
body.
just like section it, and it just like all these pieces.
And then that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Yeah, wasn't
It's like an Autobot transforming.
Oh, can I do a sense motive on my turn of the last caster that came out of the tunnel?
Sure.
I just want to. What I'm trying to perceive is if he is debating running away. I rolled very poorly, so I don't think I learned jack shit from that.
These guys have convictions, man. I'm not running from this.
I've been preparing for this for months. You know what? We should have
I rolled
probably
a
just
3.
let it.
We don't need to check that.
Yeah.
We look like drowns.
Durger have very sort of stoic expressions. They're very wooden.
Yeah, that would have been 11.
And he does not, like, aside from a sense of anger, doesn't really seem to be emoting much at all.
Okay.
The drow who are alongside you are kind of absorbing what's going on here, and
Realizing that we could have killed him. This
the melee one just kind of holds back, weapons ready, but not, he doesn't take any action. The other one's going to take 2 shots with his bow on his own shattered. And that's not going to hit, because a 2 and a 3 are not going to hit.
So the one dude's just not fighting.
Well, there's a fucking fire giant between him and the...
Oh, but okay. I wasn't aware of where.
He's just kind of like, I
Oh,
guess
okay.
they have this?
Oh, we got it.
Who are these
Well,
guys?
let the slaves do it,
Yeah.
basically. And then the one that came out of the hallway,
looks between Bort and Yanni, and yeah, he focuses on Yanni. And you see, Yanni, you see like his skin begin to like split and crack as though his body was made out of rock, and it's straining under this tremendous pressure. And a gleaming, almost perfect javelin of metal appears in between his hands, and he sends it flying in your direction.
It's not good. It's not good for you, then.
Okay.
We're talking about Bears and Montford. This is over in Cortland.
All right.
There's tons of bears.
That is a 34 to hit.
He's a real all around. The Smash
Yanni?
Off-Broadway musical by Trevor Robbins.
You're muted.
You're muted, sir.
Yeah, my bad. That'll hit.
Okay. Cool. So let me show you the dice that he's rolling for this attack.
The metal.
Metal dice for the. Wow.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of That's a lot of ones.
There you go.
Yeah, what a good.
Well, if Johnny wasn't pissed before this attack, he certainly will be afterwards.
My little brother was like text me really obscure things from that movie, and it's like, what is this from? Fuck.
Okay, here we go, guys. $1 million idea. This just came to me. Okay,
What do you got?
we make an app. You link it with your camera. You point it at a bunch of dice, and it just adds them up for you. It just some recognition to take the numbers off the dice and do some math.
Dice count.
Shouldn't be that hard to write
That's
up.
a really good idea in a world where a dice rolling app doesn't exist.
Yeah, but
But this is more fun.
This is for dice. It
I
counts.
mean, some people want to roll their lucky dice.
Yeah.
So then why are you bringing a phone into it? If you've already made the choice not to roll the
Because
dice.
you're bad at math, but you like rolling dice.
I'm not gonna on this Shark Tank, but maybe next time.
You know what, Mirok? You can't bring me down here. The only thing that can hurt me are these dice on this roll. Okay.
Yeah, don't bring
That's
us down.
true. No, no,
Yeah.
So lots of fives and fours.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6
Oh my
plus
God.
10 is 16 plus 9 is 25 plus 40 is 65 plus 40 is 105
no.
The internet.
uh, plus 24 is 129 points of damage.
Nice.
So kid.
Feel the pain, Mira.
Do you have DR 129?
What's your
Uh,
AC?
I have 24 hit points left.
Did you count that on my last turn you got another 10?
Oh wait, no, I got my I had never been hit, but I did have that 10 points of temp hit points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So,
So this
34.
thing comes at Yanni, and in the last second before hitting, this one singular spear spreads out into a myriad of spikes and just like goes through your gut, and there's just a spray of blood and viscera on the wall behind you. I need you to make a fortitude save for massive damage.
Wow.
has that ever happened before?
No, we've never been. He's never crit us that hard.
That's not a crit.
Or whatever the fuck is that hard.
Attacked
And
successfully.
which
Am I allowed to use all my action die here?
You can use your action die as much as you like, man.
Okay. I'm going to put them on this. So first one gets me to a 25. I'm going to do another one just because. Another 5. That's a fortitude save of 30.
I think that's solid.
I hope so.
Yeah. So that was the last caster that came through the door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The big guy. The tough guy.
Kahuna.
He's tough.
Okay.
He's a bit tough.
So yeah, you for a second, like your vision starts shrinking into this, single point, and this massive blood loss, this incredible pain just hits you in a way you've never felt pain before. And then you focus, you steel yourself, and you maintain consciousness when everything in your body just wants to give up.
And then you're fine.
Yeah, he doesn't like being out in the open here.
No, no,
He's
he
going to.
That's what I was trying to figure out if he was gonna do that.
Bort,
Real quick.
you can make an attack of opportunity.
I would like to make an attack option
Back.
since he moves away from me. It's probably not gonna hit. It's a 4 on the die. 24 with the rapier.
24. Yeah, 24 is going to hit.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him with 2d6 plus 10.
Can you dirty trick him?
Only on sneak attack. It's not sneak attack. It's attack opportunity. 16 points of damage as he flees into the corridor.
Yeah, he just gets back a little ways. He doesn't want to fight multiple people at the same time. Largo.
He's done.
Yeah. You saw, Yanni go, ugh, and then just spray of his blood against the wall behind him.
Oh, God. I'm trying to retain some sort of these are drow guards and we need to still be chill. So I am going to look at the drow guard that is next to me. And in drow, I will say, our strength is but a sliver of our mistress's strength. And I will breathe a line of acid towards that one.
Okay.
Bone shatter?
Wait, isn't that the one that you control?
No, it's the other one that I control, the one with the red cape.
All right. I think you're gonna want to get a little bit in front of him so that you can angle this so it doesn't hit Yanni, because you kind of have to.
Yeah, but I say that and then I move and just
Wow.
So yeah, it's a shadow evocation, which is a 5th level spell. It is an illusion, so 26 followed by 26 reflex. Yeah. I do 12d6 damage.
That's almost 1/3 of what Johnny was hitting.
Uh-huh.
Owie.
Oh, pretty good. 3. 5. 42. 42. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's it for him. Sweet. He drops and shrinks back down to a normal sized river.
Cool. So I just said a kind of badass thing to the drow. I just wanted to say a badass thing to the drow.
You gotta make a
Fucking
bluff check.
breathe acid. Yeah.
And Nedru is staying in the office. Yanni is up next.
Dan, could you reposition the camera again for me, please?
It's a 38 bluff, Dan.
Okay. Okay. He believes you.
He's a
I think it'd be a one for those of you.
Okay.
I'm just really smooth.
Hey, so anyways, our lady, it's pretty cool.
Okay. For a free action, I'm going to ask Bort to take care of the guy I left laying on the ground.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I'm also probably going to spit up quite a bit of blood and just charge the guy that damn near killed me.
Oh wow, you're going for
I don't know if you'd spit up blood so much as just extrude it out of your body like a Play-Doh character.
Yeah, I'm just pouring blood all over everything as I'm
You
flapping
got
by.
one hand kind of like keeping a kidney inside your body.
We're still able to attack it.
All right.
Full everything.
Just showing it.
And
Really?
I would like to attempt to trip this individual.
Oh.
All right. Cool.
Ground and
You do have to move through the space of the enlarged. Oh no, he's dominated.
He's my friend.
He's not your friend.
He's just attacking.
Oh, he will be.
I'll win him over with
He's not
my
interested in you.
charisma.
Mm-hmm.
You're curious, man.
Okay, well, it's a natural 1 on my trip.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That ain't great.
20 is biting you in the ass, bud.
All right. Yeah, he says something to you that you don't understand, and
It's about rutabagas.
I'm still trying to unpack.
Do I still have another attack, or is that all I got?
yeah, you've got a second attack.
You just fired one of his synapses.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
on.
Exactly.
So could I? How does a failed combat maneuver work? Could I attempt it again, or do I have to just use an attack now?
No, you can attempt another one.
Yeah, let me try it one more time.
Some combat maneuvers you can just replace an attack with that combat maneuver. Some take a full round or a full standard action or something. But trip is one that you can trip instead of making an attack.
Okay, cool. Significantly better. That is a 31 to trip.
Okay.
Trip his ass.
That will work.
Good.
I'll beat him into the ground.
All right, Bort.
The thing in front of me is still alive.
Yes.
I put a sword into it.
Okay. You are now flanking because the other drow wants to kill him too.
And he is on the ground.
Yes.
He's tripped.
No longer stunned.
Well, it's a natural 1 on the die to hit.
Okay.
He cannot take an attack because he's on the ground. Correct? My natural 1.
No, he can't attack back because he doesn't have a weapon. But I'm gonna critical that one.
Crit that one. Why wouldn't you?
And he, you stab at him, and the rapier goes into a crack in the stone, and he slams his hand against the ground, and that stone just, and your rapier's stuck in the ground.
That's Stone Shaver. That's pretty badass.
As a free action, the spliff that I'm holding in my hand, I put it in my mouth and draw my dagger with my now free unspliffed hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Stab it. Dagger. It's gonna be. Fuck. Mm-hmm. This guy, exactly.
Yeah, Bort's really starting to incorporate other things into combat.
There it is. Wow. 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Gonna roll the dagger's amount of damage, which is 1d4 plus 10. That's
You're still flanking.
I'm still
get a
flanking.
sneak attack.
1d4 plus 7d6 plus 10. 1d4 plus 8d6 plus 10. 1d4 plus 7d6 plus 10.
I've never rolled that many dice on a single.
That's a lot. It was cool too.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, come on. Even in Warhammer, how many times you roll 30, 66?
If you were an orc player, every single time. More got that. But any other, no.
39 points of damage.
39? Yeah, that's the end of him.
There he goes.
So that's it for Bort. Uhtred.
Yeah,
You are
so I'm gonna this guy in front of me is mind controlled, right? And I'm gonna back Yanni up and try to fuck up that little guy.
That's a problem because the tunnel that they made is like maybe about 5 feet around, and you are way bigger than
Okay, so there's only this guy in front of me, right?
He doesn't have a future. I just took him out of the fight. You should end him.
Yeah.
He hears that goes, what?
Just drop it.
Kick him, dude. Oh, look at this.
Hold on one sec.
Is there a diesel in there?
You drank all the diesels.
Can I have a model?
Little diesel car.
All them diesels, Joe.
You're gonna attack the other guy?
We didn't drink all the diesels.
No, I was just looking to see if I
hit one.
could do anything, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna attack that.
Okay.
I was born on the floor shit.
$36 to hit.
What?
36 to hit.
Yep.
God.
That was a low. Low for him too.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
This guy's just turning on like, hey, buddy. What are we doing? What for?
Is it 46 when I'm large? Or is it 40
You are large. It is 3d8.
D8? Yeah. Let me just get out of my way. All right. That is an 8, a 5, and a 7. So
Okay, so that's 20.
plus, that's 50 points of damage.
Might be a little bit more than that now with the.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't have. Oh wait, plus. No, I don't have it. I guess.
So that would be another. That'd be another 4 points on top of that.
So 54. Points of damage.
Okay, that's it for him.
Wow, there he goes.
Nice.
Okay. Well, regular Durger are dead. Mirak.
Mirak uses his 20-foot movement to get to here. He sees. Is this guy down?
He's tripped.
He's tripped. Okay. He's gonna cast Wall of Stone right here. What's the dimensions of this space?
It's
5 by 5.
it's like a 5 foot
Okay. Then
diameter circle.
Mirak creates 45 cubic feet of 5 by 5 stone. There's no fucking way this guy's gonna get through that.
Okay.
And then as a free action,
Damn, so you're just like,
no, you're not going
you're
anywhere.
just fill in the tunnel.
Yeah. Do we want to question this guy?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if the drama. I say as a free action, submit yourself for questioning. I say that. Oh, I don't know. He doesn't know Durger.
You know Durger?
I don't know Durger.
You didn't take that as a language?
You know Undercommon.
You know Undercommon.
He's gonna know
I say an undercommon. And I'm far enough away from the other drow, right? And comfortable enough saying that out loud. Okay. So I'm just saying I said it.
All right.
So basically, like, jig's up, man. You've been caught. You can either die or. Jig's up, like, yeah, so 45. 5. I can make a 5 foot square per level, so there's 14 multiplied by 1 inch of thick. Yeah, so it's like a 1.5 foot thick wall of stone, just like right behind him.
He's not. He is a
Which is
geomancer. He just rocked Yanni.
3 feet of stone,
Okay.
3-foot stone wall.
like a thick.
He's probably not. I mean, he may be level 14.
I mean,
He's
he's
on the
stone
ground.
should he can get through it, but like, if he's gonna cast
He
that,
needs to do it.
Yanni's gonna get attacked.
He needs to get a move action to stand up.
All right. So
Then also, Yanni, this puts me nearby. If something bad happens, I can just zap and heal you.
all right.
He murmurs, and you get the impression is more to himself than as a response to you. Surrender is never an option. And he
He's a
casts defensively.
Oh boy.
I mean, obviously it is. How does he think I got here?
I mean,
And he
the shame.
I'm Durger.
he reaches out to the stone on either side of him, and it comes around between him and Yanni and creates a wall.
wall my wall. I wall your wall.
I wall your wall right back.
I wall my wall at you, sir.
I might come at you, sir.
That's defensively. God damn.
You can do it. They can do it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was just hoping he'd roll shitty if he tried, and I could just pummel
It was close.
him. Bummer.
Dagger opportunity.
So he's behind that wall, but he's still on the ground. So I mean, I'm not trying to metagame, but like Aaron knows, like he's not gone. He's still there.
And then he's in a little.
He's in a box.
He's in a little.
Box.
We'll see if he can
So
get
then
out
I
of
just
the box.
open the wall and like, okay, well,
And
how
he's
about
like
now?
trying to stone shape the other side of it.
There he is.
So the next 6 rounds of combat.
Largo. Everything's dead.
Yeah.
You can see.
I calmly walk back into the room and ask Nerdu, in Drow. Is she done with the paperwork?
She looks back at you and she says, "It's been 20 seconds."
I say, let's go check in with her.
All right.
I just love like the Drow guys, you know, like shooting arrows. I come out and I'm just like, you could never slay us even if you tried. Just take out this massive thing.
I guess I just hold my action until after Mirok can do something.
Okay.
I don't know about him.
Board.
I loot the corpses of the 2 tiny things that I've murdered.
All right. Start rifling through their pockets.
Oh.
All right. Uhtred.
Uhtred, come on over to the get small and come on in the tunnel.
I was gonna. So if I get small, does that like? If I get small, can all I do is walk in after that?
You can punch a wall, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to fight out here unless you want to
Yeah,
start.
I want to use like
You know what that
ground
was
break.
It's horrible.
Sorry?
I want to use like groundbreaker or something if I could to smash in there, but
No, that just does the difficult terrain thing.
You could murder
Yeah.
these.
Would it do
Well,
on the
I can
wall?
smash into the wall with my axe and I can break it down. But yeah, I'll just get small and
Son of Uhtred. Tiny son of Uhtred.
Okay. Done. Mirok.
Baby, 8 pounds, 3 ounces.
All right, I'm gonna stone shape this wall away, but can I strategically do it so the wall falls inward into this square? Pancakes.
Pancake. You pancake.
So I'm just taking like seams and then the bottom seam, right? So like this and then push.
You
I mean, I don't, you can't,
pancake.
Because it's a linear. Well, I guess I couldn't go side, side, and then bottom. I could go side, bottom.
I'm just like thinking, I don't know if you can make something that will immediately collapse.
good.
Well, I guess you can.
It's just
Yeah, sure.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That's true.
you not like
like a welding torch. I go down the sides and then I push it in
Okay.
to see if it'll land on the
Did
guy.
you not like Mario style, like just lift him up into the ceiling and smash him?
I can't see him.
Okay.
If I could see him, I would just cast Pillar of Moses and just smoosh him into the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stupid son of a bitch.
He's still on the ground.
Does he take damage from a wall falling on him?
Sure. Roll 4d6.
Yeah, bro. It's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
You serious? This guy's taking some
I cast my
hits.
spell. Can't do anything else other than move. There's really nowhere to move. In common, or in undercommon, I go, seriously, dude, come on. You're going to die. Can I do an intimidate check? Like, I'm really just trying to like convince this guy there's zero hope.
You're intimidating.
You're doing
I think I've been pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't like to boast.
You're the man who can.
Man, I can't. I crumpled with some guys. Can I do an intimidate check, Dan?
Sure.
Cool. That's very bad. I say, come on, dude, seriously, with an intimidate check of 10.
But you just say it like that.
Yeah.
Come on,
Exasperated.
seriously.
Yeah. That's not
Serious.
gonna do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of it. I think
Wait.
it probably take like a natural 20 if he's has
All right,
conviction.
Yanni, you were waiting.
Yeah, I would like to murder the pants off this guy.
Oh,
Okay.
shit out of him.
Well, there's a wall of stone on top of him between you and him.
Noise.
There's no extremity poking out or anything. There's no way I can touch this guy.
Well, I mean, the way you described it, you like just
Yeah.
cut the seams of and
Yeah, I just didn't know how thick his was. Like, it's still a reasonable that it stays in one solid piece.
I mean, he didn't want to pancake himself inside of it, and he didn't necessarily want to force Yanni to come on the side that he was on, so it wasn't a extremely thick wall. It's like maybe 4 or 5 inches thick.
I mean, that's like a wall of. This is all like stone. This is great.
Yeah, a wall's like 4 inches thick, though. It's going to have like 70 hit points, roughly.
Yeah, dude. Just hit falling. It's
Right.
not gonna smash it. He's just under a wall.
And since it's a mostly
Like a
circular
regular
room,
West.
Yeah.
like it didn't just like fall flat.
Yeah.
Didn't completely crush him. He's got a groove that he's kind of sitting in underneath it.
Groovy. Dude. He's stoned to the bone.
Okay, I guess I'll just hold an action.
If I could suggest, Uhtred's behind you, you can lift the wall stone so that Uhtred can get in on his turn and then beat the shit out of this guy. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think I'm just gonna hold, see what this guy does. If he does anything to where I can hit him, then I'll take my attacks in, just in case. I want to make sure he don't have any trickery.
Cowering,
How does it work? Hold your action.
baby.
And it's
Just
you
one
just keep-
action.
You continue to hold your action. All right.
You guys want me to start busting this wall down or what?
You just go stand.
Well, I think it's his turn right now, so we'll see what he does, and then
Okay.
he seems obstinate.
So what he does, and Mirok, you can kind of sense this as you have some extra sensory, like you can blind sight.
I have
What do you
blind sense.
Blind sense.
I can't remember which one's the better one. I have the worst.
All right.
one.
So basically what he does is he does another sculpt stone. And in this case, he creates like a wave of stone that pushes him into a crevice that he pulled out of the wall behind him and kind of creates a pocket further back behind another wall of stone. And then you see a hole about this big in that wall.
So he made a hole in the wall that I made.
He used the stone
Yeah, he used the stone that he made to sort of push him into a hole in the wall that he made, and like get in behind there into another pocket further back.
The thing I'm confused is, when did he make that hole?
It was all part of it was all a sculpture thing.
So when he made that wall, he pulled the stone from the other wall to make that wall.
No, he pulled the stone from the walls around, the tunnel.
And that made a hole in the wall I made.
No,
Or is he?
I mean-
Did you make a new hole?
yeah.
I'm just like doing the geometry in my head of what.
So like the process of it is that he opened up a hole behind him that he could slide into by forcing the stone that was on top of him to shove him into that hole.
So he didn't need to move. He just moved with his standard action by the weight of the stone.
Right. He had the sculpting, the movement of the stone around him,
Push him.
shove him along. So he didn't move. The stone that he was controlling moved around him, and he didn't try to avoid it. And then, so he disappeared into that wall, and then a like baseball-sized hole appeared in that wall.
But he's inconceivably, right? He's still in the middle of your wall because that wall is fucking 3 feet thick. So what you could do is you could just be like, and just like, and just fucking
Largo.
crush it.
You drop a fireball in the wall.
It's got a hole you can cast out now.
A hole you can drop a fireball into.
I am looking at Ne'er-Do because
You're basically.
I want to ask you some questions. I assume that like this dominated drow doesn't really give a fuck what's going on right now, and I say like it's all in drow just to maintain a little bit of the facade. But I go like, shit got really really gnarly out there. I keep calling her mistress, and I'm like, the guards saw how powerful we are. I told one of the guards that our power pales in comparison to yours, and you are a mistress of extraordinary power in order to kind of cover for that. But we'll default to you as to what should happen to those guards now.
She says, okay, good for now. Maybe try not to oversell it.
Heard.
So I'm just gonna have you and Nedru kind of be out of the.
Yep.
initiative.
We're just talking about like damage control, and I'm explaining like everything that happened out there. Like, shouldn't our little band of slaves and mistress shouldn't have been able to do it? So how are we going to weasel our way out?
Okay,
of
so
this?
Port, you're still.
Killing everybody.
Did I find any loot?
Yeah, they've got some interesting stuff. Some stuff where you're like, I wonder if any of this is magical. Like, they're wearing belts. They've got necklaces. They've got some stuff where you're kind of like, if only I could detect magic. Uhtred.
Yeah.
Shit.
I asked Mira, my pal, would you like me to proceed?
I'm gonna try to stone shape this wall open and then beat the living hell out of this guy, you and Yanni. That's about all I got right now.
So I hold action to
Yeah,
attack.
you keep playing. I made an error on the last round. I should have just opened the wall up and let.
Okay.
So once I go, you're gonna go, and then Yanni's gonna go, and both of that will be
Alright.
before the cast.
So Mirok.
I stone shape open a path to this guy.
Okay. All right. I want.
Oh, it's under. I won't move it.
So like basically at this point, Uhtred, Yanni, and that guy are all kind of in the same boat.
How is he in a holding action boat if he cast a spell last time?
Well, it's because when you are holding action, you get to go after somebody, and it's his initiative right now. And it's just kind of
Oh, I see.
they're all in the same like now is my initiative.
Hey,
But their trigger is me going. So doesn't that put them ahead of me? Or I mean them ahead of him?
Yes, but I also kind of want this to go a different way.
Okay.
Uh,
What way is that?
The way I want this to go is that it's an initiative roll off between Yanni, Uhtred, and the guy.
Are action die allowed? Or is it just straight initiative?
Action die are always allowed. Just I have 6.
That's what I'm asking. Is it just a straight action die roll, or is it initiative?
It's actually we don't use action dice on initiative because they're not a d20.
Okay, cool. Just
Quick
show-
clarifying point. So I don't heal from the 10 points of health or whatever until my action, right? So I've been holding, I haven't been healing. Is that correct?
You always heal on my turn. So you've healed at least 20 more points now.
Okay. So I've
Yeah.
got that I am at 74 hit points.
Let's do this roll off.
I feel much better now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was beneficial even just for stalling, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's fun.
All right. What'd you get, Uhtred?
I got as high as I could possibly get, 14.
I know him.
14. Yanni, what'd you get?
I got a 13. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I rolled a 12.
Wow.
All right, Uhtred, your turn.
You know what time it is.
It's clobbering time.
Yeah, just fucking charge in there and chop this guy's head off.
All right, I'm still raging, but I'm not big. That's okay. I'm pretty strong. All right, that's going to be a
Caught him. Fucking axe, dude.
36 to hit.
36 will hit.
Okay, and that will be 3d6. That's all right, Eddie. We're clobbering.
I'm worried about focusing our power too much.
That will be 41 damage.
All right.
Boom.
Yanni.
Yeah, is there any way I can get around to Uhtred? Can I push into the same square as him or anything? Is that?
I don't know. Like I said, this is a 5 foot, diameter circle.
Is it open?
It's broad, and he's like 4'7" or something.
4'4", 225 pounds.
Like,
He's like a cube.
Can I just go over him?
like there's like 6 inches of space over him,
Yeah.
and he's moving.
What if
I'm trying to like. I don't want to say no, but I want everyone to like picture this and tell me if you think that this is
Okay, what
a
if
viable option.
What if Uhtred just did this move with his axe? So he's like down.
Yeah.
When I would imagine if Uhtred's swinging on a big axe, he's got a pretty wide stance right now.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
I'll even give you the number ahead of time. Let's say that this is
Did the gentleman seem angered at all that I hit him with my axe?
He probably didn't like it.
These are the 2 questions.
He didn't like it. Yeah, he didn't like it. He wasn't a fan.
He's missing a finger.
Did the enemy like it when I hit him? Did the lady like it when I talked to her?
So it's an escape artist check of 30 to squeeze through a tight space. So that's a dexterity check of 30.
And I don't get my acrobatics bonus on that.
Right, because you're not, you could easily do a tumble or a somersault or something, but you're not trying to do that. You're trying to get past a big meaty dwarf in a very small tunnel.
Okay,
So I feel like that's a fair approximation.
Well,
Of
well, I can't do it. I mean, I would have to roll. If I rolled a 20, that gets me a 25. So I can't do it.
if you roll a 20, then that's a 35.
So I have to roll a 20.
I mean, does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it's a little high.
Well, I mean, that's what it says on the piece of paper.
No. I mean, I think like setting the value at that, I think it's a little high.
I think you just hold off and let me just beat the shit out of this guy.
It's like a free action.
It's a
He
tight
yelled to
hallway.
Uhtred duck. Or like,
I mean, it's pretty tight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just here to play advocate for the other side.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
it's
I'll set it at well. All right. Uhtred, give me a reflex save.
Well, that could be interesting if it's like the pair that rolls.
Yeah. If Uhtred beats a 16, then I'll drop the DC down to 20.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Well, good luck.
So Yanni's like, Uhtred, duck. Yanni goes in to squeeze past Uhtred.
rolled a 17.
Oh.
That's how you know Jake's a good guy. He could have said any fucking number. We never would have known.
I mean,
And like, yeah, so Uhtred kind of like moves a little bit, and Yanni takes that motion as his moment to jump, and just like kind of Uhtred kind of like turns back to look at Yanni instead of actually ducking, and you guys are just kind of like wedged in there next to each other.
Fuck.
You're not stuck, but like that did stop Yanni's movement. I will say that from this position, you are next to the guy. So you can still make an attack, but since you're sharing space with another person and it's an enclosed space, I'm going to say you're going to take -4 on your attacks.
Grab him.
So it's gonna be a -3 with the +1. Hero speaks.
Yeah.
Grab him.
grab it.
Yeah. grapple it.
Like
All
he's like, with one hand trying to
Okay.
grapple is not going to like grab the guy's shirt or something, but he's not going to be able to
Just grab his mouth. Just
grapple.
hold his lips shut.
Hold the jersey over the head so then you can really get the.
Okay, so I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm gonna clear my head, and I'm just gonna come out of my brutal assault and just be like, all right, calm the fuck down. You're alive. The guy didn't kill you, but we are gonna make him pay. And I'm gonna try to hit him with a stunning fist, just like
Okay, don't you lose a bunch of hit points when you come out of your brutal assault?
not enough to validate. I mean, I lose 28.
Okay.
I'm at 74, so I'm fine. Well, before I do the math, but yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's like
And
so you're it's like basically
You could have been investing in hit points. Now look at yourself.
all right, here we go. Here we go.
Dirtweed.
And
No habits.
that's weird. Rolled another 17. So that would have been a 38 -4, 34 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
All right, and that is a fortitude save.
Rip his throat out. Roadhouse.
Yeah. Roadhouse.
22. Roadhouse.
yeah, dude.
All right, he does make that save.
Ah, what a jackass. Okay, well, I still hit him. Here we go. Terrible, terrible roll. 10, 15, 18 points of damage.
Okay.
That does drop him.
Nope.
Damn it.
Wow, this guy.
Yeah, I noticed there's been a lot of recap videos on YouTube, so I figured it was funny.
All right.
Me.
You're out of the initiative. It's. I
Oh,
mean, you're looting.
because I'm looting.
It's tunnel fight now.
It takes more than 6 seconds.
How about
So like so like actions are rounds are 6 seconds.
yeah.
You're like picking through pockets, taking a look at guys.
I'm looting.
He's not
Personal
personal
belongings.
belongings. Sweep.
And the so the Durger just like again repeats Mirak. You can he repeats and you can kind of recognize this from earlier.
Never give up.
Surrender is never an option. And then again, you kind of see like his skin crack and take on this like rocky texture as his whole body goes ashen, like granite, and a blast of casting defensively.
Durger blast.
A blast of metal shards come flying out of his body.
Metal. Interesting.
Yes. So that is a maximized metal blast. I need
Everyone's dead.
Yanni and Uhtred to make reflex saves.
Easy peasy.
And Uhtred's dead.
That's a 20. Nope.
A grenade. He's grenade man.
Yes, yeah.
He's
Pretty powerful.
a projectile man.
There he is.
Nope, I burned my last action die. Both rolls were terrible. 18 on the reflex save.
Can I roll my last 3 action die?
From nobody.
It's fun.
I'll give you a choice. Do you want to use your 3 action dice to improve your roll or to shield Yanni?
Shield Yanni.
Oh yeah.
Then you take the full damage, 174 points of damage.
He's fine.
I'm good, baby.
107.
Make a fortitude save.
Almost would have been okay if he didn't have a prior damage.
This guy is just a bomb. He's just a bomb guy.
18.
Might have killed him. But
No,
this
19.
was his death.
19.
Okay. It's the maximized one.
So like, yeah, you just see all of these metal spikes fly out of this guy's body, and Uhtred, you elbow Yanni out of the way and just like are perforated by all of these metal spikes. And after you stumble back off of all of these barbs, you see that the guy is standing there and he is completely turned to stone and is just like crumbling and parts of his body are falling apart.
It was the fail safe.
Yeah, no, these are kineticists and they are
I looked to make it
Crazy.
easy.
Who don't want it to be?
I thought I would do that for the evil campaign.
it's also it's basically the same stat block as the thing that killed the Scott's character in the evil campaign.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, they're one trick ponies, but that one trick is really fucking insane.
One chick is an explosion of metal.
Yeah.
And we're underground.
All right. So we're out of initiative,
Mm.
right? Mirak immediately sees how much damage Uhtred takes and immediately starts feeling shitty because Mirak does not have 174 points to burn.
Did you say that? Did you say 174 hit points?
Yeah.
174, yeah. So I'm gonna do my heal on him.
You're a good
I'm
healer.
gonna do some math. I'll get back to you. I need to
He
make
doesn't
sure.
even use any on you though.
You don't want to just drop a heal spell?
That's true.
Well, I also have Yanni to take into account. I have that you're down 99 points of damage right now.
I've got that I have 46 hit points left. So that makes me down. Let me
Yeah, but the heal spell is going to do 140 points damage. There's nothing more efficient than.
Yeah, I'm just debating if I should heal them or one of them.
I'm at
down 79.
60.
79. Okay. Yeah, so I heal one and then I heal the other. I got it right here. So heal skill.
Well, I mean, the heal spell on Uhtred is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then you probably do the heal skill on Yanni.
Okay. I will do the heal skill. Heal spell on Uhtred and then heal skill on Yanni. I'll get back to the numbers. Oh, shit.
Well, it's just so.
Heals ranks 14.
How much did Uhtred take damage before that?
He was topped up for that.
Okay.
I was top, yeah. I was
That leaves 4 points of damage to heal from Uhtred.
Yeah.
Okay, and then how much damage do you need to heal Yanni for?
Yanni should heal for 1.
79 is what I need to heal
Yeah.
to get topped off.
So, yeah. So that's like another 100 points of damage are coming your way.
Yeah.
And so that's what you have to worry about.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's what you have to figure out how you're going to mitigate.
Suck it up.
Well, so they're gonna come in 6 seconds. So if I do the heal spell on Uhtred to start, that eliminates 30 up to. It gets it to the point where I'm only taking 30 from him. And then if I then use the heal skill on Yanni, right, so that's the next round. It's
Right.
12-second mark. I've now taken 20 more points from Yanni. So Yanni actually need to heal for 59. I can do the heal skill on him, and I can also lay on hands for him. I can also like do him and me at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then like, the heal skill, I should be fine then.
And you're going to absorb like 20 more points from Uhtred after that.
Blood.
Yeah, which-
Mirok looks like a freak right now.
Well, the problem is I'm having to do all this math after having a couple of Modelos.
Heal.
Okay.
Math Dello. What up?
So that is what I do.
Oh,
So heal spell.
It's a 10.
Okay.
Which for the heal skill is like a 44, so that does work. So the Yanni's good. And the heal spell just happens.
All right.
And then I absorb the last 30.
Okay.
If we're all good with that, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find Shatterbones.
Mm-hmm.
And as discreetly as I can, I want to cast Breath of Life on him.
Ew.
I want to bring one of the Durger back to life.
Okay. All right. So, Bort, give me. Just give me a perception check.
Okay.
So do you have appraise? Is that a skill that you have points in?
I don't have a praise. You would think that I would.
Hmm.
But when I decided what skills I had, I didn't know what that was. Yeah. Perception check. That is 29.
I mean, you've seen stuff before. You're fairly certain that the necklaces on these casters and the belts, you're thinking they're probably worth something. The rest of their stuff seems kind of meh. The stuff on the guys wearing armor, like their armor, their weapons, their shield are all fucked.
Yeah.
So you're not really seeing anything on them that suggests anything of value.
They have nice belts. They have nice jewelry, earrings.
Yeah.
Rings.
Uhtred, give me a perception check.
And do. I fucking suck. 12.
12. Okay. Most of this guy's equipment has just been utterly destroyed, as you know, from all of these metal spikes coming out of him, and he's still sort of just deteriorating. Like bits of his body are kind of crumbling like cinder. But he is wearing a necklace that seems to have survived, and his belt also seems to have survived, and his boots also seem to have survived.
Oh, yeah, I would start taking that stuff off.
Birthday magic.
This is the
I like my loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
That's what I'm talking about.
What did you ask?
this is the guy we just killed.
Yeah.
Or just killed himself.
Yeah.
He blowed up.
Just blowed up.
He blowed out.
Yeah, he
See that scene
destroyed
right
himself
there?
with burn.
He met his love. His guy.
Burned himself out.
Metal man. I ganked those belts and those necklaces off these two poor dead jabronis.
You own a piece of
Tuck them into my fucking handy haversack because they're belts and necklaces.
Do you know what they are yet?
I'll ask you guys.
Okay.
You're cool.
Cool, man.
I'm good
Cool,
for it.
whatever.
Hey, are we cool?
I'm cool.
The last question my friend Jacob asked me and my buddy Spencer, about 25 minutes after he ate the remainder of the vial of acid, and then went home and got in a fist fight with his grandfather. His father didn't trust him anymore, and then he got institutionalized for a year.
Like in that song where the guy he just wanted a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, not kidding. He said that, and he's like, "We cool?" We were like, "Yeah, we're just like smoking a blunt in the park." And we're like, "Yeah, we're cool." And he's like, "You guys trying to jack me right now?" And you're like, "No." And then he panicked, called his mom, and his mom came and picked him up, and then he went and
Mom, I gotta go ask Grandpa a very specific question.
Impatient.
Are we
Yeah,
cool?
next
Happy?
year. Yeah. Latent schizophrenia.
You know that'll happen. Yeah, that LSC, man. Bring it on.
The best of times, it was the worst of times.
With my salvage loot, I walk over to the drow by the shrine and offer him the remainder of my blunt. My spliff, excuse me.
Bland.
My bland.
But
hey, what's your name, bud?
He looks at you and like for a second, you can see like this just reaction of like, why are you even talking to me? Like the racist nature of the drow immediately, and then like he looks past you at the bodies and he says, "No, thank you."
That's tight.
Yeah.
I hit it and I said, "It's cool, man. Only my lady smokes for me."
There's a retinue of.
Yeah, and I make like a deferential like movement to the shrine, like behind us, like yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Respectfully.
That's a good call.
But I say it in common,
Okay.
I guess.
You're an orc.
Yeah, I say that.
Yeah, you're not trying to be anything you're not. We're all pretending you're
Say it
just
in
bored.
orcish. Say it in
Yeah.
orcish, just like grunted and orcish. Say.
All right. So with that, you collect the things that you collect from the bodies.
Yep.
Cast Breath of Life on that one Durger.
Yes, this one.
Just roll you gotta roll 5d8 plus your level.
5d8.
That's a good ass. Oh, 9, 12, 44 total. And once he's alive, I cast share language on him, and I'm also going to give him Orin.
Okay.
Just Orin. I don't want to give him anything else.
Oh, wow.
And as I'm like over him, I want to like whisper in his ear, "I'm the only way you get out of this alive, brother, because I look like a burger."
Okay.
That's not a bluff because that's just the facts.
Okay. Sure. So okay. You do that. He gets up, leaves his weapon and shield on the ground.
Smart.
And
Would it help if I told you like what I broadly want from this?
Well, yeah, well, no, not yet. The drow comes over and looks and what is the meaning of this?
I open my mouth and I point at my cutout tongue. And then I point back to the door where my lady is.
he looks back that way, and this guy is like,
The other drow?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, because fucking dude came out, exhaled acid, and said, "My lady's way more powerful than we are." We're not bothering her. So he calls out, "Brother, explain this to me," gesturing to Yanni.
So I guess I walk out. What am I explaining?
Well, you walk out and you see him staring at the drow, staring at Mirok and a Durger that he just brought back to life.
Oh,
Does he know if I'm like that, or is it like, I mean, well, yeah, if it's 40, this guy looks better. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's seen you casting spells. He's not sure how you do it without a tongue, but he's also seen you cast shit that he's like, what the fuck?
That's fair.
So he's not, magically inclined himself. So he's just kind of taking it for granted that these are things that you can do, even though he doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
So I come out and I say, what's the problem, brother?
Is this meant to be a slave or?
I mean, obviously, you think we're going to let a good corpse go to waste?
There you go. How do you think you got this guy right here? Come on.
And if I could tell you one more thing, please do not anger my mistress over these matters. You've seen what we can do.
Give me a wisdom check.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm definitely stronger than that girl.
Just
what the fuck?
just a straight wisdom, right, Dan?
Yeah, just straight wisdom.
21.
Okay. Yeah, like you have read this scenario and these people well enough to know that like please is a bad, like they would not respond to please. It's more like, for your own safety, do not, like this is not there's no manners except men to women and women to higher ranking women. So you would know better than, I'm just pointing out that, the way that Yanni would approach this, he would realize, oh shit, no, I have to be an asshole.
Okay, so yeah,
Being a
no
nice
qualms
guy
here.
is going to trip their alarm bells.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just making a slave here. Don't cause any problems.
Yeah. So this guy comes up, kind of overhearing that conversation, and says, "Well, then, I would suggest you inform your mistress that she also get the paperwork to bring a slave from the lands of Thoza into her own ownership." Like there's just like there's all kinds of bureaucracy here. There's one thing you bringing your own slaves from a foreign land, but like taking a slave in Thoza.
Yeah, it's like stealing crops. Their property.
Yeah. So like it's just this is like flavor bullshit. But it's just something, it's a hoop that needs to be jumped through.
Yeah.
He sends you inside to go talk to Nedru because he doesn't want to upset her. So you go in, inform her. Largo, you tell the clerk to write some more paperwork up. Like it's just formalities. But after a little while, you guys have left with paperwork for each one of you, paperwork for Nedru's cover, paperwork for the transaction. Like all of these permits and stuff that you did not walk in here with, you were leaving with.
Who would have guessed?
A lot of it is forgeries, still technically, because it's supposed to be coming from another. So it's not beyond question, but it's something better than your lorem ipsum document that you're trying to pass up.
Sometimes at night or in the daytime, when not so much we call, but more ask a question or demand an answer. So my last command to the clerk is continue doing your job for the rest of the day. This is not a big deal. You are a wonderful employee of your employer, and you will continue as though this is a normal day with no oddities whatsoever. I do thank you.
Great.
She is controlled for a very, very long time.
Nominate person.
It's like a week or 2 weeks, right?
The day per level.
God damn.
Wow.
So I'm just like, I'm just like, everything is normal. Go back to everything. You are fine how you are. Goodbye.
All right. So you guys get your paperwork. You are in the clearways. It's still a good amount of travel. This is, the border of the Thousand Lands. So you're still not anywhere. You're not like right next door to the city. You have a good way to go. Probably
It's
another
like
day of travel
Border customs.
through the clearway. But now you have real paperwork. Now you can.
We also probably have a story that is going to follow us.
Eventually, yes.
Once we're away from all these guards and we're just kind of traversing down the hallway and Sylvan to him, oh hey, this guy. And I turn to him and Orin and I ask him what's his name.
Volgrin.
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 Volgirn.
Volgrin. Yes.
Okay. Volgrin. Because I think Margaret wanted his name. You're gonna need to dominate him just for safety.
Okay. I go, everyone hold up for a second. Turn around. Whoop.
You dominate Wolverine? You're a little dominate.
Tell him to do whatever miracle.
Okay. DC 29 place.
Okay. He fails the illusion.
Okay.
Natural 20 on his save to not be dominated.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Again.
So he doesn't realize it's a fake spell, but he does resist the spell.
Oh.
Again. We're out of combat. Yeah. He's like, oh, I apologize to him. I go, I am sorry. And he's, what?
Wow.
Okay. Natural 1 against the illusion, and he fails the will save.
All right.
Wow. You can just do that.
As we travel in Orin, I say to Logan, I say, tell me all about your people in Durgar. And then I'm going to learn Durgar.
Yeah. And I do say, I point at Mirak
Mm-hmm.
and I say, his energy sphere. Listen to whatever his energy sphere tells you.
Why are you gonna make it vague?
Because fucking you're under the effects of seeming right now.
All right, yeah.
It's fun.
I just don't think of myself.
Like you're under the effects of seeming and you're speaking languages you don't understand. Like
yeah, nothing about
this
is
vibe.
actually-
Listen to this vibe.
That's very clear.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's wrap this up with identifying the magic items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason Uhtred's here.
I reach
It's all
in
for Stiffy.
the handy haversack I can pull out 2 belts and 2 necklaces. And then I say to Mirak, Largo,
I can help
say,
both of
you
those.
guys, what the fuck are these things? They were on those chicharrones I marked.
Let's say that, for the sake of safety, you guys hold off on this until you create a mansion.
Yep, we do all that. We're in the mansion. I'm talking to Volgrin about Durgar history.
Vulgar to eat. Anyone who doesn't want Vulgar to eat can spend and can sleep outside the mansion.
Why would Volgrin eat?
I'm just saying, you guys have been like you're like
If,
you know like
if anyone's gonna stop Volgrin from eating, it's me.
Okay.
I'm like,
I am hotboxing Volgrin on the ground floor. He's gonna eat your custard out of house and home. This is gonna be the hungriest Durgar
fuck yeah.
bloodshot eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, too, whenever Bort pulls out his loot, I pull out a necklace of shoes and a belt.
Okay.
Well, you got
So-
shoes.
2 weeks.
Mr.
For 2 weeks.
Mr. Largo, what do you want to identify first?
I would like to identify the belts.
Which belt?
The belt that the one that died first is wearing.
That's the one I killed in the eye. He had a belt.
So knowledge arcana.
Yes. Or no, it's a spellcraft.
Spellcraft, please. 32.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'll say that the two belts that Ford has are identical.
Okay.
And they are both belts that give +2 to Constitution and Dexterity.
Nice.
That's very good. That's better than the belt you have right now, right?
It's almost like the DM track.
No.
I have a plus
He's got a
four
+4 Dexterity.
Oh.
dexterity and
No con.
no.
I have a +2 dex plus.
Okay. Let's do the boots. Use
Okay.
the Boots. That is a 31.
Boots of Speed.
Boots of
Oh,
speed.
really?
Okay.
Wow.
What is
Not striding and springing, just speed.
what is the difference?
10 rounds of haste per day.
Ooh,
That's sick.
That's better.
That's better.
Oh.
And then he had, oh gosh, a cloak. What do you have?
Well,
You
you
gotta-
have the exploding guy's belt and necklace, and then you have necklaces from warts to kills.
Let's do one of the necklaces from your.
Okay. They're also identical.
Also identical. Okay, so we're talking a 29.
Okay. They're both amulets of natural armor +2.
That's our +2. Am I wearing this? I am not. Just saying. Natural armor stacks, right? That's the one thing that does stack.
It doesn't stack with other natural armor things.
Yeah.
And this would be an enhancement bonus to natural armor. So, like for instance, the natural armor that Uhtred gets when he turns into a giant is not an enhancement bonus. This would stack with that natural armor because it would be innate.
So he should take one.
I'm just saying, like, but if you have like if you cast bark skin, it won't stack with bark skin because bark skin is also an enhancement bonus.
So necklace of the kineticists.
They were all kineticists.
The main guy.
Just
I roll
the higher
a
level one.
natty 1.
I will now roll.
No.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 action die. So we are talking about a spellcraft of fucking 12. But
Plus 3d8.
that would be 20. 28.
Nice.
Good shit.
31.
Okay. That is an amulet of natural armor +3.
Okay. Cool. You say he never used them.
I want to participate though. No reason to stop me from participating.
I did.
Plus
What up-
3?
What up with those boots?
Well, there's still the belt from.
Oh yeah.
Who do you
I
like?
have a belt.
No, I'm talking to Vulture.
Spellcraft. That will be 28.
28. That is a belt +4 con and +4 wisdom. Or no, not that doesn't work. +4 con and +4 dex.
Ooh.
That is yours. Put it on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's
Okay. Yeah. All right. I take off my belt of +4 dex, and I put on a belt of +4 dex, +4 con.
I would like to take one of the necklaces of +2 natural armor, please.
So Seth,
Yeah.
these boots.
So these boots, so like my spell Blessing of Fervor, these boots will give you a similar, slightly less good version of that for 10 rounds.
Well, haste. Blessing of Fervor is choose one of each. And whereas haste is you get +1 to attack, +1 to armor class and reflex saves, +30 feet, +30 movement, and +1 additional attack. So like haste, you get all of those things. Blessing of Fervor, you choose an extra attack, +2 attack and +2 dodge and reflex saves. So I know that we've gone over this and there's some like, oh, well, they don't really stack. It's like, there's things of them that don't stack,
Those things.
but there's stuff that you get from Blessing of Fervor that makes haste even better. It's just, haste is honestly better than Blessing of Fervor as a single buff. but having them both up at the same time is even better than just having one.
I'm personally inclined to give that to Uhtred just because the amount of times Glenn has moved and then said, "Can I attack twice?" If he hasn't,
You can't, no, you can't attack twice.
You can't attack
One
twice?
additional iterative attack when you make a full attack action.
it's a bonus
bonus
full
goes up
attack.
by 2.
Okay, well, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
on
and that's
it's
retroactive.
it's literally the best set of boots that a marshal can wear. So it's great for Uhtred, Yanni, or Bort.
Yeah.
I think Bort got his loot from this.
I got my loot.
So it's honestly between Uhtred and Yanni. And I think Uhtred, you have boots of striding and springing right now.
I do.
Okay, so
You're no
I
longer
mean,
Give him.
You're above 100 now.
that increases his movement by 10 and increases his jumps by 10, I think.
I took my AC to.
But that's between
If I
Uhtred
cast
and
for my
Yanni,
spells,
between
Yeah.
who gets haste and who gets.
24
You know.
AC at 130 hit points.
So the last time we discussed who would get boots, we rolled for it. I rolled a natural 20 and you guilted me into taking nothing and you take the boots. So
That
let me
is
hear
fair.
your argument for these hasted boots, Glenn.
If I hadn't stepped in front of you, you would have died.
Yeah, I'm taking the boots. Good try though. Good try though. Should have let me die.
Last time?
No,
Uhtred
Uhtred guilted him out of the boot.
Uhtred
Oh,
like
that's right.
stole them from him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the boots of whatever. Yeah, for these boots, and we can do a roll off. Let's do it.
So the problem is, Glenn, you just got really cool armor last session,
Hey.
and Yanni can already run faster and jump higher than any of us. So what the fuck is 10 more feet gonna do for him?
A lot whenever he has to go get help for us.
I think you're outnumbered, buddy. Also, if he had died, I just would have breath of life him.
I do.
What's your belt?
My belt.
I don't think
Well, haste would double my movement speed too, would it not?
75 points of damage. That would have put him at like negative 100.
If it ever happens, it's plus
And breath of life has to be
You
one.
have to be able to.
It would, and then I'd have to use the diamond.
I will become.
Yeah, you would have had to. Resurrect.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it
Use the diamond.
entirely between you guys.
I don't think it is entirely between them. I think the entire group is.
Okay. Well, I mean, is that what Largo and Bort also think, that Yanni should get the boots, or that Uhtred should get the boots? I just want to hear everyone's.
Has more possible attacks, right? Possible attacks being with the boots on. He can flurry. He can increase the amount of his flurry of blows, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, there you go. Like Uhtred is already a fucking like power scythe, you know. Whereas Yanni, if he does a full attack, he doesn't double his flurry of blows, but he gets 2 extra.
Yanni, you do like 5 attacks in a round right now,
Correct.
so he'd do one more.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Uhtred does 3, he would do 1 more.
And Yanni, that's at your full attack bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're already really quick, so I think the striding and springing needs to remain with Uhtred.
Yeah, Shine String doesn't help at all. Whereas the Uhtred actually does help. He's a slow ass dwarf.
I mean, I love you both, but I think in order to bring Yanni up to a level that more matches the power of Uhtred, son of Uhtred, which he
I mean, he's the
certainly
strongest character
cannot reach
in the world.
unaugmented, it must be the
Strongest
boot.
character in the world.
Well, that's 3-1, even if Bort sides with Uhtred. I think
Which he does.
Massive have spoken.
Which he does.
Yeah, I put my fingers, like my thumbs hooked through my new belt like this. Just sort of.
Just a guy.
Yeah.
You also have
Hey,
that.
check me out.
You also have that
Didn't
flaming
even feel it.
breastplate, Glenn, that you can sell now.
So you do realize that gives you 28 more hit points?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Thank you. Holy shit! You're in triple digits.
Yeah. I am.
Oh
That's great.
I have a snake belt.
All right.
Snake belt.
He has a slate belt
the sleep that like.
on his soul.
All right. So Yanni, you've got the boots of speed.
Boots of speed. Got it.
Okay. And yeah, as a free action, you can click your heels together, and you act as though you're affected by the haste spell by up to 10 rounds per day. They do not need to be consecutive. You can choose how to meter those out across your deck.
Fantastic.
And then Largo took one of the +2 natural armor necklaces. There's another +2 and one +3. Yanni can't wear those because he's got his amulet of mighty fists takes that slot, and it's definitely better than this.
I think Uhtred gets
Oh, Mira.
Does Uhtred have a necklace on?
There's a +2 and a +3. Do you want +3?
Here's the thing about Uhtred. That +3 is not going to get him to where people can't hit him.
Yeah. It'd have to be like a +10.
Yeah, I'll take the +3.
Yeah, I think that works.
Do you wear a necklace?
I don't.
I have
Oh,
like
okay.
I have that necklace that's full of fireballs right now. But
That's more like you don't need to wear that.
exactly, yeah.
You just yank beads off
Beats
of it and
off
throw
the
it.
thing. I could take the +2 if Uhtred's taking the. Did you take the +3?
I'll take
So
the
everybody gets a little bit, little something.
Well, some.
Everybody gets a little something.
It's +2 natural armor.
I think
You got the most badass. I think the most badass piece of armor that we've seen in the entire game.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, says Mira. Just looks at you.
It's sick.
This was my fucking.
This is a player.
This is my fucking armor.
I'm a
Look
player.
at my fucking armor.
You're very shiny.
Would, and I don't know if we ever talked about it, but would Mirok want my old armor?
No, but thank you. Wouldn't help me to be on fire. I can't
Yes.
rage.
Yeah.
And my armor lets me talk to my dead family.
Which, after saying it out loud, is not as cool as.
So then you have in like the community pot +4 dex belt and 2 +2 dex and 2 con belts, correct?
I mean, yeah, I can't take a +2 dex combat. I already have one.
Yeah, so community pot. Community weed.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived in a house that has community weed.
Kind belts.
Yeah.
KBs.
Bort took one of the necklaces, and then Largo took the other one.
Beasters.
Easters.
Yeah, that doesn't count for all the objects. And then, whenever we kill Volgrin, whatever the fuck he has,
Yeah.
Volgrin.
The fighters weren't right. I mean,
They're
like
shit,
they
right?
were wearing full plate. That was worth like 1,000 gold pieces each, but you ruined it.
Warp metal can unwarp metal. It says in the spell description, so I can actually fix it.
Okay.
So I do that. We take 2 sets of armor worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Well, one Volgrin is still wearing.
No,
No, he's a slave.
he's nude.
You can
Yeah.
take them off.
Yeah,
and he's
straight.
dominated now.
His small
So we
clothes.
take those.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna write that down for loot.
Take that loot.
2K.
This was a good little loot session.
Full plate armor.
Well, last session was a good little loot session that you almost completely walked past.
Yeah, that's why I directed into it for the loot.
Oh, now that we're all here talking, so I've uncovered the key for us to win any encounter. Okay,
Uh-huh.
we actively avoid fighting so that Dan burns his action die to make us fight, and then he can't fuck us up with action dice.
That's good. You just run out the clock. Like, who would have a shot clock, and like basketball teams would score like 7 points and be like, just keep passing it.
Homer Simpson being a boxer.
All right. So before we all catch up, and actually, I'm gonna stop the recording. So good session, everyone. Catch you next week.